And hello again, Bulldog Nation. Welcome to Greenwood, Arkansas, Thursday night football. We have got a dandy here tonight. This is for supremacy in the 6A West. The Van Buren Pointers have come to town to take on the mighty Greenwood Bulldogs, riding a 73-game home winning streak. This is for really all the marbles, and certainly the top level of the conference as we speak. Both teams still with games to play. Greenwood obviously with a lot of work left with Southside and Mountain Home waiting on the next few weeks. But tonight is for supremacy here in Week 8. With inclement weather coming in predicted for tomorrow and the weekend, both teams decided to move this game to tonight. And so it should be a fantastic night of football. The crowd filling up both sides. Van Buren, guys, really a red letter year for them. Is off to their best start since I think the '96 state title team, some 30 years ago. So those guys are playing with a lot of confidence, and look forward to a pretty good battle tonight with Greenwood. I'm Tim Terry. Kevin Jones with me as always. The ball barber here in the booth with us. This should be fun, boys.
Yeah, Tim, it's always exciting to play our friends across the river. Actually, a foe back when I played. They actually have 4 state championships over Van Buren. You mentioned '96. They also in '97. They had one back in '30, and they had one back in 1912. So we had a question earlier: how long has Greenwood played Van Buren in football? We had a guess at 1975, mid '70s. Now they may have played before that, but that would be my guess in the mid-'70s, and we took a break there when they were up in the Northwest Arkansas Conference. But These two teams should play each other. You know, we may move down next year or whatever that is, but we should keep Van Buren if at all possible. It's really close. The schools are very familiar with each other, and I just think they need to continue this series.
I agree with that. I can tell you the last time we lost to these guys was my junior year of high school, 1990. Let's see here. Yeah. October 12th, as a matter of fact, 1990. They beat us 35-10 over at their place. Whew. So the last 5 meetings with Van Buren, Richie, we put 63 on them last year, 61 the year before, 63 the year before that, 42-0 in 21, and 50-29 in 2020.
So you're saying they've got a chance?
Well, yeah, they've got a chance.
Well, there's always those years that you come in and you say, the last time we haven't beat them, we talked about it earlier, where we haven't beat them since '77. We haven't beat whoever since whatever. These guys are very familiar with them. This is one of those teams. You would talk about a good marriage or a good group. Mm-hmm. The Van Buren Pointers and their youth program. We talk about the Pit Bulls. These guys are closely adored to each other. Where everybody else may come and go, these guys stick around. They stick with us in our conference, whatever that is, and. So they've been a good friend and good competition throughout the years. I don't really know, and I talked about this. I don't think our high school coaches get enough credit sometimes for being how good they really are, because Van Buren has seen a lot of success at the junior high, JV level, and other things, but hasn't quite translated over as much in the high school level. As where Greenwood, you see the Pit Bulls have success, and they just continue to get better and better and better as we go on up. So it'll be interesting to see. I do think Van Buren's on the rise. I do think we talked about a little bit. These boys, they come over here, they think they got a shot. Yep. They're going to take a shot at the champ. So we're going to see what happens.
Yep. And I talked to Kane Archer earlier. We talked about the 2013 game. Greenwood riding 50 games in a row. Pine Bluff came in here, should not have been on the field with us. We blew a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter and got beat. So you can't come in here thinking they're going to roll over and play dead. They're going to come out and give us their best shot. And that night, remember Jay Burgess, random pick 6 through another interception. I mean, just things happen. So you got to stay focused. 2 pick 6s. You got to stay focused. And you got to go out here and take care of business and just keep doing what you're doing. And you referenced it, Richie. The coaching staff is certainly going to make sure those guys are going to be up to that.
Yeah, just another rung on the ladder, headed toward another state championship, and this is week 8, and it was 80 degrees. We were talking about that earlier, 80 degrees in week 8 in football in Arkansas. It's crazy.
Well, speaking of coaching staffs, I talked with head football coach Chris Young, and we'll go down to the locker room and see what Coach has to say about last week and tonight's football game. Here's the top dog. Head football coach Chris Young. Coach, trek to Lake Hamilton, kind of never know what to expect. He talked about how they had kind of a new look offense this season. Sure threw the ball a little bit more, but man, I thought the guys went down there and performed pretty well.
Yeah, really pleased with it. We didn't get off to a great start the first drive. I think they went on about a 7-minute drive. We jumped off sides twice and getting used to that offense. But I thought our defense made great adjustments and played really well the rest of the game.
One thing I certainly liked, of course, you kind of made a sort of a grand entrance bringing in Champ and Bland there, middle of that first drive. Nice applause by the crowd seeing those guys back out there. But hey, we got to see Kane Archer be a quarterback and not a running back.
Yeah, it's good to watch him spread the ball around a little bit. They played a heavier box, and so opened up some stuff in the passing game for us. And obviously having Champ and Bland back and healthy helped.
I don't have a coach's eye, but I thought that's the best that Kane's thrown the football this year.
Yeah, said he was feeling good on the deep ball especially, and you get a little confidence and make some big throws early on, and yeah, we were real happy with how he performed.
It looked like you and Coach Hogan found a little wrinkle in their defensive secondary. Man, we had the guy, it looked like kind of a modified wheel route running wide open 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, Coach Hogan did a good job of adding some things in and worked on them throughout the week, and then fortunately we came out and executed them.
Coach, Lake Hamilton threw the ball a lot, but you hold them to really just a field goal. Defense stepping up because they got a late touchdown on our reserve guys, but overall good outing on the road.
Yeah, like I said, after Coach Gill was able to get over and get them on TV, show them a couple different things they were doing, our defense did a great job of adjusting and coming out and being more physical in the line of scrimmage. I think we're improving tackling, which is something we've really worked on the last few weeks. So we just got to continue to take steps defensively and improve each week.
Sideline TV, Coach, that's a big deal. Is that just something the school has provided, or is that somebody in general?
Yeah, our booster club takes care of that for us. And, you see probably 95% of schools now have that. But it's a huge advantage. I think our coaches use it better than other coaches do. And Coach Gill and Coach Hogan and Coach Holloway, our coordinators, get over there, Coach Morton, and are able to show kids things and then make adjustments and take advantage of things their teams are doing.
Nothing's better, though, when you get settled in there under the tent and all of a sudden your defense gets a turnover.
You betcha. You betcha. Get back on the field in a hurry. But
it looked like a fire drill over there last week. All right, Coach. We'll take our first time out, and we'll come back. Let's talk about the special teams here with the Greenwood Bulldogs. You're listening to Greenwood High School Football.
I'm Josh with Vision Exteriors. If you're concerned about the storms over the last couple years and the effects they've had on your roof, or the endless maintenance on your siding, or the energy efficiency on your windows, just give us a call or go online, schedule an appointment, and we'll be out there.
For over 22 years, Lumber One, locally owned and operated, servicing the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas commercial and residential building supplies. From lumber to windows, roofing, and a door shop for all your exterior and interior doors. They've got trim, hardware, and more. Whether you're a builder, remodeler, or do-it-yourself, Lumber One has got what you need. Lumber One, located off Industrial Park Road in Van Buren, where service still matters. Lumber One says, go Bulldogs.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With over 30 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Back here in the pregame coaches show with head football coach Chris Young. Coach, special teams, we've talked about it a lot over the years. We seem to always win that phase. Landon Franklin just kicking off specifically. That guy can put it in the box. He can put it on the 20. He can put it over on the right, left. The kid's getting a lot better.
Yeah, seen him taking steps the last couple of weeks and improving, and he's able to kick the ball in the box some. Had to punt a little bit for us the other night with some injuries, which isn't his forte, but he just continues to do a good job in the kicking game for us. Coach Holloway does a tremendous job preparing those guys. I can promise you he spends more time than anybody in Arkansas. Game planning and preparation, and you see it on the field. We're able to play a lot more guys than just our 11 starters on offense or defense. We have some guys that we develop early in their careers as special teams guys, and then as juniors and seniors, they become starters on their side of the ball.
You made a switch, put Cruz Coatney holding there on extra points, field goals, and then, of course, Wyatt Edwards has been stable there at the deep snap.
Yeah, the Edwards family's been a big part of our special teams for several years now, and Wyatt's continued to do a great job. Like you said, landing on kickoff, Cruz holding now. Blaze did that early, but we're able to get Cruz in there. And then DJ Dobbins and Braxton Canada both punting. Braxton's still out, but DJ will take over punting duties tonight.
Okay, good to have him back.
You bet.
And that'll shore up the defense a
You
little
bet.
bit, too.
Yep, he'll be back out at corner. And I tell you what, William Rye's done a heck of a job filling in as a sophomore. We feel like we got 3 corners now ready to go, and Malachi Wilson is a 4th corner we have confidence in. So Coach Sanford's done a good job preparing those guys, bringing those young guys along, but it'll be good to have DJ back out there now.
I actually caught the JV game this past week here, and saw Rye get him an interception, saw McMillan get an interception as well, so those guys having a little fun on Monday
Yeah,
night.
you just see the confidence. I mean, really, you look at Blaze and Rye and Dobbins, each week they're getting more confident. You know, Blaze early in the year was keeping the guys in front of him. Now you start to see him stick that foot in the ground and be aggressive and breaking on the ball, and he's tackling well too. So been really happy with Blaze and DJ and Rye.
All right, Coach. We'll take our final time out. We'll come back and talk about the Van Buren Pointers. You're listening to Greenwood High School Football.
Come on, move. Here we go. Just a little baby step. Just move.
Honey, what in the world are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to mosey on down to the bank. This gal here is my ticket for that home improvement loan at Farmers.
You know, you don't have to be a farmer to bank at Farmers. Farmers Bank is celebrating 115 years of serving the financial needs of everyone in the River Valley. And Farmers.
At Randall Ford, we believe in more than just selling cars. We're committed to driving our community forward. For over a century, we've been here, supporting local businesses, sponsoring youth events, and giving back to the place we call home. Because we're more than a Ford dealership. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your biggest fans. From hometown parades to Friday night lights, we're proud to be part of those moments. Randall Ford. We are the River Valley.
At Laster Eye Center, we focus on more than your vision. We focus on your experience with the most modern eye exams and procedures for the entire family in one convenient location. We focus on how you feel, diagnosing and treating a whole range of vision conditions and eye disease. We focus on what you care about, finding the right combinations of frames and lenses so nothing prevents you from living your best life. Laster Eye Center, we focus on more than your vision. You'll see.
Back here in the pregame coaches show with head football coach Chris Young. Coach, meat and potatoes now. I mean, the silly season's over. We got everything behind us. We're a 7-0. But, man, these last 3 weeks are for all the marbles, and it starts tonight here. Thursday night special in Greenwood as the Pointers come to town. Both teams 4-0. This can get a leg up in the conference here. A huge, huge game here at Smith Robinson.
Yeah, big game. We're excited. We love playing big games, especially when we get to play them at home. But, Van Buren's been on a run lately. They've got a couple big wins. They're 4-0 for the first time in a long time in conference. They're playing with a lot of confidence, a lot of excitement. And so we've talked to our guys all week about we've got to match that excitement, and we've got to be the most excited team when the game kicks off. And but we're excited for the opportunity. It's going to be a great atmosphere. The weather's going to be perfect. We expect a large crowd, and we're ready to get after them.
Coach, obviously with weather coming in tomorrow night, you had to back things up. I know how much you guys are a creature of habit. How hard is it to adjust?
No, our kids have been awesome. I tell you what, on Wednesday we went at 6 a.m., had every kid on the team showed up, had a great practice Wednesday morning. The kids were fired up, excited to be there. Then Wednesday afternoon we actually did a walkthrough and did our theme and team dinner. And then tonight we'll be ready to play. So we'll give the kids Friday off. We'll watch the game film, and they'll get another day off, and then we'll come in Sunday and get prepared for the next opponent.
What do we know about Van Buren, Coach? I mean, offensively.
Yeah, I tell you what, they're improved. The thing that I've noticed is offensively now they're able to run and throw the ball, and they're doing a good job of taking what defenses are giving them. If they have success, they'll come back with the exact same play, and just they're playing with confidence. Got a really good wide receiver, number 10, that's leading the state in receiving yards. They kind of go through him, but they've got several other players there too. And then defensively, they're going to play man. They're going to try to put some pressure on you. They're going to load the box up and play man. And we got to do a good job creating separation with our wide receivers to get loose and then letting Kane do his thing.
Seems like they've had some skill players over the past, but their interior line, we've really dominated the line of scrimmage. Hopefully we can do that again tonight.
Yeah, they've played well on their offensive line. You know, they were able to run the ball on the south side, and you see them playing with a lot of confidence right now. But we're pretty confident in what we do, and we think that we're ready to get after these guys.
Coach Van Buren tonight. This is a huge one right here. Good luck tonight.
I appreciate it.
That's head football coach Chris Young. Come back for the kickoff. It's the Greenwood Bulldogs and the Van Buren Pointers. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
For 4 generations, Johnson Dermatology has proudly cared for the skin and the spirit of Greenwood. Supporting Greenwood High School and the community isn't just tradition, it's who we are. At Johnson Dermatology, we're dedicated to efficient, quality, compassionate care centered around you. We believe in giving back with our time, resources, and commitment to the place we call home. Johnson Dermatology, caring for Greenwood generation after generation.
Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC in Charleston are unloading every week. To see what is arriving next, you can visit hugm.com, HUGGM.com. The Hug family has made car buying an enjoyable experience for over 80 years in their spacious showroom in Charleston. Don't pay too much on your next vehicle. See the Hug team where you don't pay extra docker prep fees. Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC on Main Street in Charleston. Hometown sales and service since 1937.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Shelter Agent Jason Hill in Greenwood and ask about Shelter's competitive rates.
And we welcome you back to Smith Robinson Stadium. Greenwood and Van Buren ready to hook it up tonight here in Titletown. This for the upper hand in the 6A West. Both teams 4-0. You've got Mountain Home with 1 loss. So they're lurking back there. And also Shiloh Christian with 1 loss, which is to us. So
when do they play? Next week?
I know Van Buren, yes, because Van Buren's got Shiloh week 10.
Okay.
And then they've got Mountain Home next week. Van Buren does. So still a lot to be deciphered here in this last 3 weeks of the season. Fantastic chili here in the press box. Coach Amy Hardy has outdone herself as usual. Appreciate all her help with the hospitality up here, and I speak for all of the media folks that are here tonight.
Yeah, speaking of media, how much media is here tonight? I mean,
yeah, we got all
here earlier.
You got Hootens, you got the Varsity Vibe down here. If you're familiar with Alyssa Orange from the KNWA Sports Razorback coverage, she's got a podcast, Varsity Vibes. She's here. Arkansas Sports Network's here. Channel 5 will be here covering the game. So it's a big one tonight.
Wow, yeah.
Especially if you get a local news channel down here.
It's been a while.
Normally it's usually when Bentonville West or Shiloh comes down, or maybe if we're at Siloam, we'll get some local coverage. But just ask my dad. It drives him nuts.
I don't understand. Well, we really don't get a whole lot of news coverage because they all migrated up to the Northwest, and that's where their biggest audience is. I get it. So they got bills to pay.
Well, and it's really, I mean, until we lose a game, there's not much news to cover down here. Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, you can just check in on the score, and that's kind of the way it's been. I mean, right or wrong, that's just a fact.
You can do your report from the house.
So these Pointers are coming in tonight, and they're going to try to have something to say about that.
They are.
And that's what we're hoping the attitude is. Now, you know, we'll see. Somebody said, well, they hadn't played anybody in the conference yet. Well, have we? We played Shiloh. Well, we've played the same teams they have except for Shiloh. So, but
usually you start the playoff talk right now. From here on out, they're playoff games.
Certainly correct about that. Everybody jockeying for position. Obviously, Greenwood and Van Buren have locked up a home playoff game for sure at this point. But you look at down at the bottom down there, Meat. You've got the South Side. They're desperately needing to win so they can try to get in. Siloam.
They're 1-3. Lake Hamilton's 1-3.
Siloam, Russellville down there. So two of them are going to get left out. So
eliminated, right?
Yes.
I feel like that's going to come down to I feel like Siloam Springs is going to be out. I think it's going to come down to a Russellville, Lake Hamilton. Whoever wins that game, losers at home, and the other one's in.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to step aside and enjoy the alma mater and the pregame festivities and flip it over to Coach Burr, who's running the show tonight, so y'all bear with Coach Brandon Burr.
We ask that you remain standing and turn your attention to the south end zone. The Greenwood High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard is entering the field in preparation for a moment of silence, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the National Anthem. The Air Force Junior ROTC program is led by Major Lewis Clark. Commanding this evening's performance is Cadet Noah Brown, assisted by Mercy Sanders, Bella Farmer, Parker Greenway, Yadel Garcia, and Aiden Larson. Please join us now for a moment of silence. Thank you. And now, our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Performing tonight's national anthem is Greenwood High School junior Claire Holland. Claire is also a member of our varsity dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets echoed, the bombs bursting in the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good job, Claire. We ask that you please remain standing until the colors have left the field.
Hey, we welcome you back to Smith Robinson Stadium. Tim Terry, Kevin Jones, the ball barber. What we got, Meat?
Yeah, Van Buren's coming in here wanting to knock us off like everybody else does, but this is just the first of their big hurdles. They'll host Mountain Home next week, and then they've got to finish week 10 at Shiloh.
Yeah.
So they're going to run the gauntlet here these last 3 games of the top bracket up here, if you will, in the 6A West. But it looks like a 4-0 conference record or crowd over there. Look at the crowd. Van Buren's brought a huge crowd.
Sure has. That's good.
Anyway, Mo Henry's over there. I think it's his second year. He's 7-15 over at Van Buren. Coach Henry came over here from Northside, I think, a couple of years ago. But they're excited. They're in the traveling white, all white. And there's really very little green on there, which the cheerleaders have done in the green over there.
The numbers are certainly in green. We'll see if we can try to figure out what's a 6 and what's a 8.
Yeah, me and Richie were against you, and we shouldn't ever go against you on anything, but we could have swore those were 8s, but you said it was a 6. And I was looking at the height on the roster. It's definitely 26. Their kicker's 6'3".
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Derek Kelly's his name. He's a senior. Week 8, our last 5 Week 8 matchups. We beat Benton in 2020. Benton beat us in 21. 22, we beat Russellville. 23, we beat Russellville. And last year in 2024, we beat Van Buren. Since 1990, we're 31-4 in Week 8 matchups. 15-1 here at Greenwood since 1990. And that last loss we talked about, it was at Benton in 2021 on October 22nd. This is the 23rd of October, right? Did we change it to
It is the 23rd.
Yeah, so I have my little stat pack and had all these good.
Well, Joey had to redo it.
He did. So on this date, which is the 23rd, the Bulldogs are 5-0 since 1992, and that was a Mountain Home came here in 92. We beat them. We beat Siloam up there in 98. We beat Siloam here in 09. We beat Siloam here in 2015, and we won here against Benton in 2020. The old COVID years.
And they're donning the anthracite, Tim.
Yeah, baby.
Bulldogs got the anthracite.
About. Richie, what you got?
Just waiting to head on out.
He's down on the field with the captains.
Shaking hands with the officials.
Yeah, absolutely. You find out where this crew's from? Do we need to go egg a car?
I hadn't even asked yet. That back judge is a pretty good sized fella. I don't know if I want to cross him or not. And them other 2 guys look like they played for the Globetrotters.
Right. Man. Richie's on the field. Let's go down and check in with our captains, Archer, Taylor, Davis, and Johnson for Greenwood. Jace Ponder.
Hi, guys. Welcome to Thursday Night Football. All right,
Brady
here,
Perkins.
I got a heads and a tails. What's your call?
Heads.
What did he
Austin
say?
Riggs.
He said heads. We're going to let it go all the way to the ground. It's a tails. You guys
Antoine
have won
Cooper.
the toss. Greenwood.
We won the toss and deferred.
Fantastic. Yep. So they're going to take the football, obviously. That's just what the doctor ordered. Archer's getting the crowd fired up. It's party time here in downtown Greenwood, Arkansas. Conference supremacy on the line. You know, hey, Meat, I'm obviously not a fan of Van Buren, but it's good when Van Buren's playing well. It's kind of like you wish Northside would get things going.
That's right.
Football's better when Van Buren's put a team on the field. You know, we look back, I mean, we've beaten them, but there's been a couple of games they scored a ton of points on us up there a couple years ago. We just not enough to outscore us.
Back in my day, they were really good, but Alma was just a little bit better.
Yeah, right.
Alma was winning state championships.
That's
You know, I feel like a lot of these teams in this area, when Greenwood changed, probably out of necessity, we tried to chase these guys, do what they did forever, the old dead tee, green tee, whatever you want to call it, whatever it looked like. And then everybody else has kind of changed, trying to chase us. I don't think any of them has been as good, Alma, Van Buren, since the days of Autry and
Coach
Vines.
Vines. Yeah, you're right. Boy, Richie's throwing out them heavy hitters there. You bringing out Coach Autry, Coach Vines. That's
well, I think Vines is the only one that beat the last one from Alma to beat Jones, maybe?
Correct. Yes, the 2004 season. That's right.
His first season.
At
right?
their place, yeah. 17-14.
That was a great game from what I remember. But
Remember it like it was yesterday. Gosh. Told Coach Jones that was his worst coaching job. He never did throw it to Lucas in the second half. Lucas Miller was unstoppable. He was here last week. We didn't get him in the booth. We got to get a hold of, or a couple weeks ago. We got to get Lucas on board.
Lucas Miller, yeah, he was good.
Tonight it's Chris Young and Mo Henry hooked up. Coach Young, I was going to try to give you his career numbers right now. It's just ridiculous. We'll get to it later, just what he's done in the last 5.5 years. I mean, just amazing number, mind-boggling.
90% winning clip,
Golly,
something like that. Is it 90?
Something like that. Ooh. Franklin's got it teed up at the 40. Bulldogs will be kicking out of the south towards the north. That's right to left on your radio dial. And for the lead in the 6A West, we're underway here in downtown Greenwood. Torrey Wilford lets it go into the end zone, and it'll be a first down and 10 at the 20. DJ Dobbins, first one that caught my eye back out on the field, number 23. Good to see DJ back out there, who's been banged up. Johnson up front. You see Shepard out there as well, 44. Hudnall up front. My man Briar Hackler.
Number 6.
That's Hackler, yes. Foster in the middle. It looks like they're going to give Morton a start. Morton had an awesome JV game, 42. He's getting the start in there at one of the linebacker spots. First down, here's Williford. They're going to try to run on the first play over the left side. A couple of positive yards over there around the corner. That was 28 Hayden Christenberry on the carry. He's a sophomore. 3-yard pickup. You see Drew Dickinson out there, number 24. McDaniel in a corner, DJ at the other corner, Thornsberry back there. Here's 2nd and 7, Riggs to throw. Williford's going to throw, and it is incomplete. Throwing over towards McDaniel. He was trying to get to Riggs. He's their all-American wide receiver. Riggs has got all the stats and records over there. Flannery checks in for Greenwood defensively. He's a sophomore for Shepard. 3rd and 7.
Be nice to have a quick 3 and out right here.
He trips to the right. Williford in the shotgun. And he'll look right to throw. And it's a slant route. It is to nobody. I think he wanted 88, who was kind of open. Kingsley Cook. Also Riggs in the formation, but to no avail.
Was the pass errant?
I mean, New City was out there in coverage. I mean,
I thought he had him wide open.
I did too. I'm not sure what.
Maybe it got tipped.
What do they call that? Somebody, they were on a miscommunication.
A miscommunication. Yep. Ran the wrong route.
That's Champ Davis back deep to return the punt for the Pointers. I want to say it was 90 that was punting in the pregame, Manning Dotson, but we'll make sure that number. The snap's good. The punt's away, and it's a dandy. High spiral.
A chance. Here we go.
Champ from the 32. Here comes Davis making a man miss the 40, and then he's swarmed under there. He got 8 yards. That'll be it. Looking for a little hole there, but here comes the Greenwood offense. Offensive line getting shook up again a little bit. Hal Davis is out there as usual. Alex Vanderwatt's back out there. Good to see him. He was injured earlier. Cody Taylor. Akira Fujibayashi at center. Cepeda over at right tackle. Here's Kane Archer. Y'all have heard of him. First down at the 41. He'll give up the gut, and there goes Raggio across midfield to the 46. That's 13 yards. And a first down. Archer in the shotgun.
Van Buren running the old 3-down lineman and dropping 8.
Yeah, you give us a light box, that's what you're going to see. Nope, we're going to throw this time. It's complete to Bland, but he stood up there. He's going to lose 3 yards. Luckily, that wasn't a pick 6.
That could have been.
Yeah, the D-back jumped the route. Empty set this time. We're 5 wide. 2nd and 13 at the Van Buren 49. Archer checks over the defense. He's ready. He's got it. He's going to go quarterback keeper, waiting, looking for a hole. He'll hit the Jets and get back to the 40-yard line, 41. So it's 8 yards on the ground for Archer. Brings up a third, a little manageable 5 yards.
Dunbar in. Reggio out.
Hostley at a receiver spot. Davis up on top. Rennick in there as well, down here at the bottom with Bland and Hostley. There goes Rennick in motion, left to right, and now Archer to throw on 3rd and 5. Little flip out there to Dunbar, you bet. First down and to the 30-yard line, 11 yards, and the chains will move. We've talked about Dunbar having nice hands, Meat. There you saw it.
Yeah, it's like just handling a bird. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
can't talk tonight.
Like an egg.
Like an egg. There
toss.
you go. Yep.
Like
Good
a church
hands.
camp. Remember
There you
that?
go. Yes, sir.
30-yard line from the left hash. Greenwood on the move, fresh set of downs. Archer to throw. Going to go up top to Bland. He's got a step. Coop, make the catch.
Golly.
Down at the 1-yard line. 29 yards and 1st and goal for Greenwood. Coop Bland gets on the positive side now. 2 catches, 26 yards. 1st and goal.
He just said, I'm going to catch this one. Use his strength. Jump.
That's a nice ball from Archer, too.
Beautiful.
Kane looks over the defense, asking for some directions. He's ready now.
He's going to run it in.
1st and goal. Archer. He is going to keep it and push his way in. Looking for a signal from a ref. Still haven't seen a signal. There it is. Finally, touchdown. Oh, yeah. He was about 3 yards deep. He's in. And Archer puts Greenwood on the board first. 9:22 to go. Greenwood kind of making it look easy. A 1-yard run from Kane Archer. Archer now with 2 rushing touchdowns away from really immortality. No one's ever had 100 passing touchdowns and 50 rushing. And Archer's over 100 and now 48 rushing, so getting ready to set another record. And the Bulldogs, 7-0, 9:22 to go.
Simmer down. Is that what you said?
They're peacocking a little bit right now.
Oh, well. These fast starts is always on the agenda for these Bulldogs, and when they come out and do it, everybody just kind of breathes. Because we've had some games where they kind of
A little
lull.
Well, Coach talked about in the pregame show about how our defense came out and let them get a long drive sustained. Held them to a field goal, but surely want to get a quicker 3 and out. That time you saw our defense come out. Coach Gill had the boys fired up, and then the offense went down. How many plays was that?
5 plays, 59 yards.
Franklin's got her teed up. Hang on, Rich. We're coming to you. Wilford back deep. And they're going to kick away to Pruitt. From the 10, 15, 20. He's hit, breaks a tackle, 25, 30. Pruitt's got room. 45 midfield. Franklin's going to do the work and slow him up and let Shelton come and knock him down. But a big return, and that's got Coach Holloway's attention. Let's go down to the sidelines and Ball Barber.
We usually like to kick that to one of the corners, and I don't know if we just kind of kicked it to the middle of the field or if that was exactly where they wanted it, but little doubt on who was going to catch that ball. Another thing is Van Buren comes out, runs the ball, gets a 3 to 4 yard gain first thing, and then throws 2 passes. Why teams continually do that over and over on Greenwood, I have no idea. But exactly the start we want. We want to defer. We want to score first, and then let the snowball begin.
Here come the pointers. And Hayden Williford, the signal caller, in a pistol look this time. Chris and Barry behind him. He's a sophomore, it says on my sheet. And he'll get the call, just like the Ball Barber said. That time was 44 in there. Brock Shepard making a nice stop. With Cody Johnson as well. Maybe a yard, to the 39, 2nd and 9. Defense is hungry out there. You can kind of see them bouncing around.
Yep. The ball's on their side of the 50.
Yeah, I know.
Got their attention.
Yep. Shotgun for Wilford. Chris and Barry back there to his left. The motion man is Will Ford. Hackler tried to run him down, but Wilford broke free. He got first down yardage to the 30, inside the 30, the 29. Chains will move for the Pointers. Trevor Shelton checking back in defensively. First down, Van Buren at the Greenwood 29. A good drive here, their second attempt. Williford gives to Christenberry, looking for something up the middle, nothing doing, and no gain. It'll be 3rd and 10. Hudnall in there, Big Chuck. Stevens, DeAndre Stevens getting some work there as well, number 98.
It's obvious to me that the strength of their offensive line is their left side. I think they've run every play but one to the left.
Jen Sayadeth checking in defensively. He's pumped up. He comes out there pumping fists, gives Stevens a breather up front. Second down and 10 at the Greenwood 29. Williford in the shotgun. Christenberry looking for room.
Nope.
He got to near the 25. We'll give him 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 7, maybe 6. Hackler on the stop for the Bulldogs. Sophomore. 6 foot 200. 3rd down and 7. Crowd on their feet making a little racket here at Smith Robinson. Williford to throw. Has a man open, caught, and got both feet in. Nice job at the 18-yard line. That's Riggs, their go-to guy, Austin Riggs, 6 foot 190 senior. He's a dandy. Has been for 3 years. First down at the Greenwood 19, maybe 18 and a half. Williford directing traffic out there, telling the offensive line, here's what we need, boys. Christenberry's back there with him. Here comes some motion. Williford to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Johnson brought the initial heat, and then he was put down by Hackler, the sophomore. Sack back at the 13-yard line, 2nd and 15. 23-yard line. I said 13, I think, didn't I?
You did.
It's 23. This is my first game. Here's Williford now in the shotgun. Got him behind the sticks.
2 rookies tonight, Coach Brewer and you.
Yeah. Tyler Van Ook, the offensive coordinator, sends the signal in for the pointers. Williford directs traffic. Sets Christenberry off to his right now. Here's 2nd and 15. Looking right the whole way. Ball's in the air, and it is caught by Riggs.
Wow.
Down he goes immediately. That's Dickinson on the stop. He got to the 16. 6-yard pickup. It's going to be 3rd down now and 8.
4-down territory?
Certainly. They've got a good field goal kicker. We watched the Derek Kelly. We talked about him earlier. He's a pretty decent leg, but you don't want field goals against these Bulldogs. 73 straight home wins. Field goals ain't going to get it. Williford to throw. Look left, back right. Waiting. Now trouble comes. He'll go to the end zone. Overthrew his man, and it's incomplete. He was wanting Riggs there. Thornsberry with nice coverage. Everybody with nice coverage for that matter. And it's 4th and 8. And maybe a field goal unit. They're going to take the points. Good stand by the defense. Let's see if they can get them to miss a field goal. The line of scrimmage is a 17. So it'll be a 34-yard attempt. Cannon Russell's their holder. And Manning Dotson is their kicker, a senior. From the right hash, 5:45 on the clock. Here we go. A little high snap. It's down, though, and the kick is on the way. It's got plenty of distance, and it's good. So with 5 minutes and 40 seconds, the Pointers get on the board with a field goal. 7-3 Greenwood here in the first quarter. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football. For over 22 years, Lumber One, locally owned and operated, servicing the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas commercial and residential building supplies. From lumber to windows, roofing, and a door shop for all your exterior and interior doors. They've got trim, hardware, and more. Whether you're a builder, remodeler, or do-it-yourself, Lumber One has got what you need. Lumber One, located off Industrial Park Road in Van Buren, where service still matters. Lumber One says, go Bulldogs. Smith Robinson, 7-3, Bulldogs with the lead. Pointers, a nice second drive, get a field goal out of it, 34-yard. Champ Davis, and is that William Rye back there deep with him?
You'd have to ask Richie.
I think it is. Yeah, we've seen his speed before. We still hadn't seen his number. Nonetheless, one of them is fixing to get it. We'll find out when they're dancing in the north end zone, baby. That'd be nice. Here we go. It is Rye from the 6. Up the numbers 10, now to the hash marks 20, looking for hole 25, 30 to the 32-yard line. A good return for William Rye. And here comes Kane Archer in the Greenwood offense. Raggio will be in the backfield with Kane. Hossley and Davis to the top. Bland and Rennick down here at the bottom. Twin receivers either side. There goes Rennick in motion. Left to right, and Raggio gets the call from the 32. Cross the 35, and that'll be it. They may give him the 36. They do. It's 4 yards for Wesley Raggio, the senior. Clock running here, middle of the first quarter. Bulldogs up 7-3. Archer has the troops to the line. Shotgun formation. 2nd and 6. Twins right, twins left again for Greenwood. Kane taking his sweet time. Now he's ready to throw. Looks right the whole way. Now tucks and runs. 40, 45. Got a first down to the 48. 12 yards for Archer.
Wow.
First down. You know, I mean, you give him a little, he's going to take a lot.
Rush 3, that just tells him to run the ball, and he's pretty good at it.
Yeah. 1st and 10 at the 48. Archer to throw. Rolls right. Unloads. Complete to Davis at the 44-yard line. That's 8 yards.
The 8-yard out.
Unstoppable. First catch for Davis.
The wide side of the field, it's virtually impossible.
Yep. 2nd and 2. Now they work from the right hash. And Archer, he's got it. Raggio, first down to the 41. He needed 2. He got 3. Chains move. One of the best things to do if you watch, as soon as the play ends, the coaching staff already getting the next play in. It's just magical how quick Greenwood works. It's a well-oiled machine if you haven't figured that out. First down at the pointer, 41. Dunbar in. Archer going to go up top. Oh, he's got it. Davis got a step on him. He's down to the 11-yard line. A 30-yard pickup for the Bulldogs. Woo. They've done that before. 1st and 10 at the 11.
Archer to Davis.
Yep.
Well, the offense looks really crisp.
Yes.
Crisper than crisp.
Trips left. Kane, shotgun. Looks over the D. Now rolling left to the field. Pressure comes, and he just throws it down towards Dunbar. Incomplete pass.
How smart is that?
Yeah, very smart. Dunbar just sitting there waiting.
Yeah, I'll hit him in the feet, yeah.
2nd and 10.
The awareness to know where he's at.
Jace Ponder bringing the heat for Van Buren, number 7. He's a 6', 195-pound senior. 2nd and 10 at the 11. Archer barks the blocking assignments to the line, and he's ready. Dunbar gets it on a little counter play. Mario looking for room. Clogged up at the 7. Looks like about 4 yards for Dunbar. His first carry, it'll be 3rd and 6. Greenwood can get a first down inside the 2. Clock running 3:30 in a quick first quarter here. Twins right, twins left. They work from the right hash towards the fairgrounds here at Smith Robinson. There's some motion. And now Archer to the corner. Incomplete. Boy, just in and off the fingertips of Davis. You don't see that often. Now 4th and 6.
I don't see the field goal team coming in.
I don't either. We're about to see the difference in the football game, I think. Here's Archer now. Trips left. They'll try a hard count maybe. And they got him to jump. Nope, nobody. Yep, there's the flags. So 4th and 1 now. You knew it was coming.
More manageable, is that what you're saying?
You're right.
Should just be half.
Yep.
half the
Well,
distance.
they
So
were
it won't
outs-
be fourth
were
and one. It'll be about fourth and
Were
one
they
and a half,
outside the
two.
5? If they were outside the
Yeah.
5, it'd be the full 5.
We could get a first down at the 1, so it's about what fourth and about
Well,
fourth
if
and
the
2,
penalty was
fourth and one
outside
and a
the
half.
5, you'd get the full complement, wouldn't you? If
I
it's,
would think.
well, it's 4th and 2. Here's Archer in the shotgun. He's going to try just to go straight ahead. He's got the first down.
Oh, I don't know, man. They
His
didn't get it
second effort got him in, but they're going to call him down at the 1, but it'll be first and goal. So we're going to give him 2 yards in a first down. Certainly a first down.
Guess who's going to get this one?
Probably going to give it to Kane. Go ahead and get those 50 rushing touchdowns out of the way, and then we'll have a little fun in the second half. They go in a bunch formation, and Archer in the shotgun on first and goal. Kane's got it. I'll give it to Dunbar.
Mario.
He's in there. Touchdown. 1 yard scamper for Mario Dunbar. I like that. Mario the junior. And with 2:42 to go, the Bulldogs extend the lead on a 1 yard run for Mario Dunbar. You know, you say what you want about Kane Archer. He knows the number. He knows I need 2 more rushes. But you see the guy could have easily pulled and tried it himself. I love that right there, giving Dunbar some love. Coatney's hold is good out of Edwards' deep snap, and Landon Franklin's right leg swings it through. And the Bulldogs lead 14-3. Guys, you heard me say something about a moment in the ball game here. We didn't settle for the field goal. I mean, you can't. And they did earlier, and we'll see if that comes back to haunt a little bit. You know, that's part of it, Richie. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to get points on the board, but, boys, you need 7 against Greenwood.
Well, your defense has been playing really good.
Yeah.
That might have helped factored in. You know, they'd have it inside their own 5.
Right.
So odds are you're going to get the ball back pretty quick.
All of them. You know, a lot of these guys, they talk about Greenwood, and people talk about them across the state. I went back and watched the Southside Van Buren game, particularly the end of it, and there was some little bit of controversy. Southside folks weren't real happy, and one of the things they took a little bit of jubilation in is they said, you know what, that's okay, Van Buren, you get Greenwood next week.
Right. And fortunately for the Mavericks, they get them next week.
Get to come down to Smith Robinson. Senior night.
And possibly 75th straight win.
Spooky night.
Yeah, Halloween, too. Franklin's kick's on the way, and they'll let it go.
Oh,
just
man.
missed the pylon. So it's a penalty. He tried that coffin corner. That's my bad. I talked about Franklin in the pregame with Coach Young about how well he's been kicking.
After their last kick return, I'd make him kick it again, and 35 is a better spot for Greenwood.
Agreed. I can't believe they're not making us re-kick. That's a great point, Richie. Well, here come the pointers, 14-3. 2:42 left, first quarter. Big crowd on both sides. Man, you're needing to get a touchdown here and stay in this ball game. First down to 35. They'll work from the right hash, and this is Hayden Williford. He'll try Christenberry, looking for a hole. He's got room at the 40. Nice tackle in the hole there.
Golly.
New City came up and set him down. 6-yard pickup, though, 2nd and 4. That's mano-a-mano there.
Yeah, he was our last guy. I think he was going to go to the house, but New City said nope.
Christenberry's a sophomore. Good-looking kid back here.
Big kid.
5'11", 190.
Sophomore.
Yeah. 2nd and 4. Shotgun for Williford. And it gives to Christenberry again. This time, hey, I told you, the big 42 Morton's been playing well. That's another solo tackle there. 2-yard gain, 3rd and 2. They gave him the 44, so it's 3rd and 1. We'll give him 3 yards. Shotgun for Williford. Please don't throw on 3rd and 1. And they give again to Christenberry. Maybe they should have. He's hit and loss of 2.
Golly.
Hudnall comes out of the pile. Oh, Charlie stole the handle.
Man.
The train, he wouldn't slow down. 4th and 3, and they got a punt, guys, right? I mean,
I would run the fake punt, honestly. If I had one, I would run a fake punt right here.
You know, the chess game right there, they've been running it on us, and Richie was talking about why they come out throwing the ball. And Greenwood knew they were going to try to run again. Just Coach Gill won that one there. He's up 1-0 in the chess game. And I guess really you try to take Riggs out of the picture. You know, 10's their big time receiver, and if you just cover him when they go to a passing situation. Davis is back.
Where's Greenwood's anticipating a fake? Is that the quarter? No, what's the deal?
I'm not sure. I
the
saw
penalty? Delay of game?
Delay of game.
I saw Hunter Morton, the defensive line coach of Greenwood, throwing his hands up like, hey. And that's what he was wondering where the flag was.
He's the only one that noticed the clock right now.
4th and 8. Davis still a lone man back. This is Manning Dotson, their punter. Snaps low. Thornsberry gave chase. A good punt. Davis going to let it take a bounce, and they got a Van Buren kick, and it goes down inside the 5. That's a beautiful punt from Dotson. Wow. That's how you do it. Turn the field over. And down to the 3-yard line with 33 seconds. We'll stay right here. I don't mind that, guys. No reason to risk it. Just Davis thought, man, I should have caught that, but just let it go. Avoid getting the hit. Avoid bobbling it. Just let it go. We'll see what we can do from the 3.
Archer's saying we got 97 yards to put on the stat book here. Let's do it.
Right.
And odds are they can do it.
No questions. Here we go from the shadow of our own goalposts. 33 seconds. Greenwood up 14-3, their third possession.
Uh-oh.
False start from Hal Davis.
We haven't seen that.
Nope. Half the distance. He's shrugging his shoulders like, man, I heard the cadence, but this comes into the play where they hear it from the other side of the ball. Shotgun. Down to the 1.5 now. Archer. Raggio back there with him. And quickly they give to Raggio. And maybe to the 4. Looks like the side judge give him the 4. Kind of back to the original line. I'm going to give him 2. I'm going to give him 3 yards if he's on the 3. We'll give him 2 yards. 2nd and 10. Clock's at 11. Seconds left. Will they let this quarter wind down? Archer looking to the sidelines. Yeah, I think they're going to.
Come on up here to the north side.
We've played 12 minutes of football here for the lead in the 6A West. And the Greenwood Bulldogs here at home lead Van Buren 14-3 after the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
For 4 generations, Johnson Dermatology has proudly cared for the skin and the spirit of Greenwood. Supporting Greenwood High School and the community isn't just tradition, it's who we are. At Johnson Dermatology, we're dedicated to efficient, quality, compassionate care centered around you. We believe in giving back with our time, resources, and commitment to the place we call home. Johnson Dermatology, caring for Greenwood generation after generation.
At Randall Ford, we believe in more than just selling cars. We're committed to driving our community forward. For over a century, we've been here, supporting local businesses, sponsoring youth events, and giving back to the place we call home. Because we're more than a Ford dealership. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your biggest fans. From hometown parades to Friday night lights, we're proud to be part of those moments. Randall Ford, we are the River Valley.
Are back here in Titletown, Greenwood, Arkansas. 14-3 Bulldogs over Van Buren. Greenwood 2nd and 10, though, deep in their own territory after a fantastic Van Buren punt. Flipped the field over, and Archer now coming out of the north end zone, working left to right on your radio dial. And Kane is in the end zone. Shotgun formation. Again, he keeps this time around the left end. He's got the 5, he's got the 8. They give it the 7, 4 yards for Archer on the ground.
A little breathing room.
And 3rd down, and we'll call it 5. Maybe 6. Yeah, 3rd and 6. He's got to get to the 13. A little bit more room. You're right, Meat. Trips to the right. Archer Hard count, nobody bites for Van Buren. Now he's ready in the shotgun formation. Showing some pressure from Van Buren. Archer to throw. Underneath, Davis has it caught, and he's going to drag players. He got the 14. That's a first down. Sure did. 7 yards. That's just man on man. And
strength.
Champ pulled 2 guys to the 14. Got the first down.
It's little things like that.
Raggio comes off, banged up a bit, kind of a left shoulder look, and Dunbar's in. Right hash, Archer to throw. Caught, the 20, 30, 40, midfield, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown! Oh, baby! He went 85 yards. Coop, Bland, let's get it on! Oh, baby, just a little slant route, guys, and it's party time in the south end zone.
I think he left any doubt there.
Everybody talked about his shoulder being hurt. Ain't nothing wrong with them legs.
That's a fact.
4 plays and 97 yards.
Snap's good. Coatney's holds down. Franklin's leg through. 21-3. Greenwood flexing muscle here on a Thursday night in Titletown. Oh, baby. Love it. Coop Bland.
Yeah, they didn't gain on him, did they?
No.
Does he run like the old man? Is that what you're saying?
No.
No. God.
He runs like Amy if he runs like anybody.
You don't think Danny could ever run like that?
Oh. He'll be running down to the autograph booth after that, Denny will.
Hey, how far was that again?
85 yards.
85 yards.
Wow. I mean, he might have been on the 14. But they look like the chains on the 15. I tell you what, let's give him 86, guys, because the 14s, he had to get to the 13. Davis did, and then so it's an 86-yarder officially.
Yep, you're right.
Yep. We don't want to short him a yard.
No.
And it's 21-3. So Wilford and Pruitt are back deep for Van Buren, and the Pointers got to get something going. They got to get it going now. Franklin's kicks up and away. It will be Wilford from the 5, 10, 15, 20 to the hash marks, 25, and tripped up there. Is that Thornsberry? Nope. Thibodeau. That a boy.
That might have saved a touchdown.
It would have saved about 10 or more yards for sure,
At
maybe
least.
20. So Van Buren will have it first down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yeah, Tim, Pointer's got to do something here. It's starting to get.
Yeah, it's now or never.
Getting in that zone, isn't it?
Yes, certainly. Williford brings the guys back out for the Pointers. Boy, you tucked us in there on the 2-yard line after a penalty. Bulldogs still make you pay. Tough. Good football team. Williford to throw. The out route's there. Oh, but he couldn't hang on to it. That was Christenberry, I think, out of the backfield. Incomplete pass. And that is my man, Jen Sayadeth. You know, I told you he came on the field a while ago, fired up. This guy's ready to play football tonight.
I like it.
Number 34, that's a 5'10", 180-pound senior. Whew. 2nd and 10. Williford in the shotgun. Puts Riggs in a little bit of motion. Williford looking left, wanting to throw. Has time. Now he's got to scramble, and he'll have to just get rid of this one. Good job from Dobbins, who just kind of waited on the jump ball, swatted it away.
Dunk.
Johnson was given pressure back there along with Shepard for Greenwood. Good to see Brock Shepard in there getting in the mix. He's been in and out defensively some this year. And 3rd and 10. Bulldog faithful on their feet. It's a huge game. Shotgun. Hard count. Nobody moves. Williford looks to the sidelines. They've got the signal with 12 on the play clock. Sayadeth showing some blitz for Greenwood defensively. Coach Gills, he got it dialed up. He does. Here they come. Screen pass. Riggs has got it caught.
Nope.
Sayadeth slowed him up, and then he's just manhandled. Oh, baby! 10 gray jerseys on the ball. Woo, what a play. Dickinson in there to lead the charge among others.
It's like nobody ever watches film. It's worked one time.
Against our defense, you're saying?
Correct.
Yes.
It doesn't work.
Oh.
It's like a sea of
We've seen that one before.
A sea of anthracite just converged.
Davis back deep at the 34-yard line. 10 minutes, 19 seconds, the clock running here in the second quarter. And the punt's away. It's a beauty.
Good
Well,
one.
this guy can punt. Davis fair caught at the 35. I don't care what you say else about this football team, but Manning Dotson's the guy back there punting. Shout out.
Big leg.
Right, beautiful.
And the old spiral turnover.
We've seen a couple good ones this year. That kid at Bentonville West is still the best I may have seen at the high school level.
That's a fact. So Archer has the boys back out and have a little fun here on first down at their own 36. They work from the right hash. They're stacked up in a twins look on both sides in the receiver set. Raggio back out there. That's a good sign. Hostley quickly on a little curl route. Hanging on to the ball. He does. 8-yard pickup. And it's 2nd and 2 right here from our vantage point.
The old 2nd and 2.
First catch for Hostley today.
Offensive coordinator's dream. 2nd and short.
Same formation. A little tighter over here, though, on the boundary side for the receiving core. Archer looks right, now back left, now back right. He's going to tuck and run. He lost the football. Van Buren's got it. It's a fumble, and Van Buren's got it at the Greenwood 49, and there's new life for these pointers. Kane's upset with himself, and should be. He had the first down yardage, and that's all he was trying to get. Just drop the football. We'll let that slide. Just one time.
Just one time. First turnover of the game by either team.
9:35 to go. Let's see if Van Buren can get some momentum now.
They give you something here. What are you going to do with it?
That's a fact.
But I think this defense is going to have something to say about it.
Not the rest they wanted, but they're certainly been fired up. Here's Williford now in the shotgun. It's a pistol look. Christenberry behind him. From the Greenwood side of the 50, Christenberry gets the call.
Nope.
Now he runs right into Foster. Jaden says, let's sit down right here, son. Let's talk about it. Foster is senior middle linebacker. Love that guy.
I was talking to my son today, old Peyton, and he told him that we was talking about this defense. I said, this defense only needs one thing to mature. That's time and snaps. I said, this defense getting salty and salty. Throw a little pepper in on that. I think as we're getting closer and closer, these guys come to life.
That's a fact. Boy, you couldn't have said any better, Richie. Shotgun, the pistol look again for Van Buren, 2nd and 10. And play action. Quarterback rolls out and caught. Ran down. Dickinson held on at the 41. Good play there as he went to the play action guy. I think that's 18, Carter Kelly. And 3rd and short now. Tried a hard count, nobody home. 3rd and a long 2 for Van Buren at the Greenwood 41. Christenberry moves over to Williford's left side. And they're going to look to throw. He'll unload, and it is caught. Man wide open is Riggs. Thornsberry missed the first tackle, and then Sayadeth missed a tackle. Finally, Thornsberry came back and gathered, got him down along with Hudnall hustling down the field, and Trevor Shelton. Chains will move, though, for Van Buren, and they're back in business here at the Greenwood 27. Stevens will check in.
The Riggs kid's as advertised, good-looking kid,
Yeah.
good size.
Yeah, I'll give you his number. 6'1", 190. Yeah, he's a quality player. And the stat book doesn't lie over there either. First down at the 27. Christenberry looking for a hole now. That's big Hudnall again. Boy, Charlie's playing football tonight. Ain't nothing happening up the middle, boys. Y'all need to run away from 54. I mean, it's locked down in there. The brick wall. 2nd and 9. '54 is one of them numbers up front. You got to bring it. You're wearing that 54 in Greenwood.
No question. There's been a few of them.
Here's a reverse look, and that's Wilford, and he's got the edge, And a flag's going to come out, and the guy almost held him all the way to the end zone. It's number 87 out there, Thomas Cole. He's a sophomore, and this one's going to come back a little bit.
Van Buren's first penalty tonight.
Van Buren, no, second, they had the delayed game earlier.
Right,
Okay,
yeah.
that's right.
They ain't going to like that on their sideline.
Well, that's an even better glance at it. I even saw that, and I'm blind in one eye, can't see out of the other. Steps it back to the 31, so it'll be second down and 14.
Yeah, that was a little trick play. So now what do you do?
Yeah, right. You saw Wilford's speed. Coach talk about him in pregame. Morton checks back in for Stevens. Passing situation, they're 4 wide. That's Williford in the shotgun looking to throw. Has a man, but too high for Riggs. Thornsberry in coverage, and his third down and 14.
Penalty. It's a drive killer.
Oh, no question. Yep. 7:09 to go. Bulldog defense. Now, we are in 4-down territory here.
Do the score? Is that what you're
Well,
saying?
just the position on the field. Their kicker doesn't have this leg, I don't believe. Williford to throw. He'll have to roll out right. He's got running room. Now going to let loose for the end zone, but he couldn't get it to Riggs, or that might have been Carter Kelly. He was under duress and just didn't have time to get an accurate throw out there. And I think it's 18. It was Kelly, the intended receiver. Yeah. So 4th and 14. From the Greenwood 31, and like I said, it's just no man's land. You got to go for this.
Yeah, you got to go. Be probably a 50-yarder.
You
Although
try-
in warm-ups, I think he was getting them.
It'd be a 48-yarder
Yeah,
for sure.
He's got the leg, but I'm like you. I don't think they need 3 points
Well,
here.
they don't. Their field goals get you beat in this game. And timeout call by Van Buren. We'll stay right here, Richie. I mean, this is go time for them, right? It's all or nothing.
Well, they were down to 1 second left on the play clock. The guys was looking all around. I think it's a good timeout. Make sure if you're going to got one play to kind of put yourself back in the game, let's make sure we're all on the same page. So
Yep. That's
I
a
like the
fact.
timeout.
That's a fact. I mean, I don't know how many 4th and 14 plays you got.
Not very many, but
Just need one.
Yep. Yeah.
You're trying to make Greenwood, pay for that turnover.
Certainly need. I mean, obviously, maybe if they're closer, you need to get points. Maybe you go ahead and get to the 6, but
You may go PA on it here. Just go for pass interference.
Well, that's what you're going to try. I would think. I'd throw something to the end zone.
You got to throw something up, right?
Well, you always want to, in this area, we want to FTS. If they got one player that they love, I mean, we talked to some of the kids and me talked about it today at the school. Everybody knew at Northside we were going to 3.
Yeah.
Hey, go to 10, see what happens.
That's right. Find the stud if you don't know what FTS means. 4th and 14. Riggs is down here in the slot, bottom of your screen, on the hash. And that's where they're looking.
Oh,
no
pressure.
pressure coming. Down he goes. Didn't have time.
There's
Oh,
the guy.
Jaden Foster came in there and rocked the house. Oh, baby. Greenwood takes over on downs. Woo. No time to wait for a route to develop. You just got to get rid of it. Coach Gill dial up pressure. He's got a grin on his face. I hadn't seen Coach Gill smile like that since Parker was born. Oh, baby.
He got grandkids running around now.
Yeah, that's right. First down, Greenwood at the 40. Let's see if that Archer kid can hold on to the football. Kane rolls out. He'll throw. Davis got him. 48-yard line. That's 12 yards.
12-yard out. 8-yard out. 12-yard out.
And a first down.
That's pretty slick right there. Guy on the roll, on the run, throwing the football.
That's a good ball. We talked about it. Talked to Kane. Talked to his dad last year. He spun the ball, or last week was maybe the best we've seen him. Here's another one complete from the 47 down to the 39. That's 8 yards. That's Coop Bland. He's having a monster day already. An 86-yard touchdown reception already. Shotgun, 2nd and 2 at the Van Buren 39. Archer brings Champion a little stutter step motion way out to the right. He'll roll that way. Look, goes up top to Davis all alone. Oh, baby! Touchdown! 39 yards. Khalil Jerome Davis. Talk to me, baby.
A lot like last week. Had 2 of those last week.
And Champ Davis all alone in the end zone. They just let him run free. And what a great football from Kane Archer on the money. And with 5:36 to go in the second quarter, the Bulldogs having a little fun here on a Thursday night. PAT on the way. Edwards snap. Coatney's hold. Franklin's leg is true.
You know, over the years we've seen some. I remember old Peacock would have the old out and up. We've seen the digs and the tunnels and the bubbles. I feel like Coach Young has brought out more new pass routes and more new stuff this year. Give people a little something to look at. I've seen more guys running wide open this year, as where you would have thought last year we had all those great receivers. Coach has done a great job dialing plays up, putting guys in position to be successful.
Well, and we talked about it in the pregame show, and my bad for not giving it to you guys, but I asked him about last week because we saw Bland twice and Davis that same exact play there running free. And he gave Coach Hogan the credit, said he's found a little wrinkle, and man, is it not paying dividends. 5:36 to go, second quarter. Greenwood is in full throttle right now, 28-3.
Shout out to your cousin Randy Earl. He's listening to us or watching us tonight in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I believe it's TU's homecoming this weekend. He's up there a little bit. 21-0 Mountain Home over Lake Hamilton. Bentonville's over Rogers 21-0. We talked about that, guys, the awe factor when Rogers comes into Bentonville. And you see it tonight. The kick's up and away and caught. Now that's Pruitt from the 4, right up the middle of the field. He's hit hard. That's William Rye, I believe, got him at the 19. Little number 7 in there, bringing the thunder on kick coverage. Get you some. That's a sophomore.
And this is the play the pros have pretty much eliminated.
Yeah.
The kickoff.
Yeah. I kind of like that.
It's an exciting play in the game.
Rye with an Oski wow Monday night against Alma. Him and J.C. McMillan there in the JV game. I could have made a little JV appearance. Watch the boys play. Good times. Well, Alma was in town, and we hadn't seen them play football in a long time. Thought I'd come check it out.
Here we go.
First down. First down at the 19. Here's Williford. Christenberry gets the call, trying to find a hole, and Greenwood's stingy defense just swarming the football.
Whenever the back starts tippy-toeing up to the line, you know the defense has won.
Johnson, Thornsberry, Shepard, and Hackler all amongst the fray. Second down and 7. Williford looking right to throw. Has a step up in the pocket, wants to direct traffic, now trying to scramble, unloads. Oh!
Whoa.
Almost a fantastic catch. Think he was going to come down out of bounds, but Thornsberry was there to bring pressure in the coverage. Riggs, almost a circus catch.
Golly.
Incomplete, 3rd and 7. You know, we saw Mo Henry, their coach's kids, do that. Make some crazy catches. That Malachi was unstoppable back in the day.
He was really good.
Donna and Susan Lowry back in Pensacola. Hey, watching tonight. Appreciate it. 41-0 9th grade wins up at Siloam tonight. Sidebar. 3rd and 7. Williford to throw. Pressure comes in. Down he goes. Oh, baby. Briar Hackler, get in there, son. The sophomore. Another sack. Whew. And it's punt time for the Pointers.
Well, tip your hat to the secondary. I don't
You
think
betcha.
he's got much to throw to in his defense.
Well, and Coach Gill's dialed up some pressure, guys. I don't know how many blitzes, what the percentage is, if you will, but we've seen more guys running at the football tonight than we have all season. And that's a testament to what you and Richie both have alluded to. The defense getting better, the secondary getting better, more confidence in those guys. Punting from the end zone. That block on, he got it away. Tried to sell a roughing, but to no avail. Davis will let it bounce out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Greenwood's football, 28-3. I guess the one good thing about the field goal is for Van Buren, it might be the second half before the clock starts running.
That's why you take the points, Tim.
41-yard line. But we're the luckiest guys on the planet, me and you, and the ball.
There's
barber.
no question.
I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Get asked that all the time. How long are you going to keep doing that? Well, it's kind of hard to quit. These dogs just keep winning.
I know. Here's Archer in the shotgun. And he'll send Rennick out of there in the backfield. Kane to throw. Caught. Bland spins outside. He's got the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup for Coop Bland. 5th catch of the night for the senior. He's healthy. Davis both seem to be 100%. That's certainly trouble for the rest of the 6A. Hostley and Rennick out here with Davis. Trips right. Archer looks to the sidelines. Him and Hogan talk it over now. They send the signs in. Coach Young likes what he sees. Raggio off to the left. Pressure comes. Kane steps up. Uh-oh. Oh, and Hostley just couldn't haul it in. It was just shade high. Wide open. Probably one that Kane would like to have back.
Are our coaches any good? That was changed before snap.
3rd down and 4.
Well, they're playing man on man out here. So,
yep. And you can tip your hat to their guys. Let's see.
Yeah, you got to go man.
Joe Haynes is our defensive coordinator.
Yeah, because we were killing the zone.
3rd and 4. Archer in the shotgun. Pressure comes. He has to step up. Now on the run. Pump fakes. 1st down. On his feet. 45-40. Van Buren 30. Outside 25. Down the sidelines. Go! The Golden Boy. Oh, baby! He went 53 yards to the house. And the Bulldogs light up the night sky here on Thursday night again. Ladies and gentlemen, Kane Archer.
He's one away from 50.
2nd rushing touchdown of the night. 53 yards, 3 minutes, 17 seconds left for Archer. And that's his 49th career rushing touchdown.
Wow.
Edwards, Coatney, the hold. Franklin's leg through 35-3. This Greenwood team is as advertised, guys. I'd heard some rumors.
Oh.
We'll stay right here.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, right. They ought to put that on a hoodie. Let's go down to the ball barber.
You know, we played a couple games close as the season first opened up, and there was some doubts. I will be the first to tell you that Meat was the one that was like, I ain't worried, boys. I'm just telling you it's what we do. We're going to be fine until we ain't, but we're going to be okay. He knew it the whole time, but I think the whole state probably thought, oh, we're going to get them this year. And these guys are really, really coming together. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying these guys are really starting to gel and playing really good football when it's time to play really good football.
Well, and those nail-biters was against Springdale Harbor, Bentonville West. Those teams aren't any slouches in the 7A. That's a loaded 7A West for sure. Shiloh played us pretty tough down here. They're always going to play us tough for the most part. But
yeah, that's a 7A West. I don't know if Fayetteville's going to make playoffs.
Right, that's right. Yep. Certainly. Them in Northside. 3 minutes, 17 seconds. Franklin approaches and swings the right leg through. This one's ripped into the
there we go
end zone for a touchback.
This defense, punt, the field goal, punt, over on downs and punt.
Archer making up for that fumble right there on that 53. Now, if you're at home saying, why is that Terry boy being mean to that Archer kid? Kane and I are buds. I'm friends with the whole family. So when I say something that might strike you as negative, it's tongue-in-cheek. Just like most of the stuff I say.
Yeah, because I think if Kane wanted to hurt you, he could.
Yeah.
And not he could call
I might
brother.
get him in a foot race. No. Leave Cash out of this. You just let Cash stay out of this. I don't want no part of him.
Make a phone call to Cash.
No. And here is Williford. He'll give I don't know if that was Christenberry that time. Let's see who gets up off the pile. I know Hackler was in there getting on a stop. Man, number 6 is playing football tonight. It was number 28, Christenberry. Short gain. I tell you what, Briar Hackler's feeling it, boy. That's a 6 foot, 200-pound sophomore. I saw he and Dickinson in here at the JV game wandering the sidelines. They're good-looking kids. Whew. Williford, shotgun. He'll look to throw left side. He's got a man. McDaniel swiped at the tackle, but held him up just enough to let his boys come and clean up the mess. New City with a stop. You see Blaze say, "Dadgummit." That's probably the first tackle he's missed all year. But a first down to the 31.
Quick shout out to the mayor. He's over in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Wow.
Mayor Doug.
Man. 28-0 Mountain Home over Lake Hamilton. Whew. So they're marching to 5-1.
The Bombers.
And Christenberry right up the gut. Good run on first down to the 37. Shelton on the top. Stop for Greenwood. 2nd and 4. A gain of 6. We're at 2 minutes left before halftime. Don't forget the ball barber will hunt down what might be a joyous coach, Chris Young, at halftime. We'll see. Williford to throw. Has time. Now has to be flushed. He'll roll left to the short side. Unload. It is incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Kelly. Dickinson in coverage. You know, I haven't seen this, and we can't see it really in any game, but Dickinson's got the flowing blonde locks under there. Oh, it's beautiful.
Really?
Yeah. Get him a surfboard. Looks beautiful in there. 3rd and 4.
You and I never had those, did we? Did you ever have any flowing blonde locks?
They were blondish there for a little bit out there in the old Vash pool days, the chlorine, the sun. Williford, shotgun, looking to throw on 3rd and 4. He's pressured, flushed, looking for somewhere to go, and down he goes. Hey, guess who? Briar Hackler. Let's get it on. Woo, baby.
Right on cue.
Another sack. Golly, that is 3rd tonight? I know it's a 2nd.
Oh, timeout, Greenwood.
Yeah, timeout. It's 35-3. Bulldogs had a
You give up on it too early.
I did. Full complement of timeouts. So they've got 1:37 left.
But they do have a really good punter.
They've got a great punter. And I ain't just saying that. He's dang good. If you've been watching tonight, you know what I'm talking about.
I like the fact ain't nothing been clean for the kid. We've been trying to block it all night. We must have seen something. We went after him all night long. He's been under a little duress and still getting the ball off really clean.
You know, at the JV game Monday, I was talking about you can hear the coaches a lot. We were down there kind of on the front row, and they said punt and block a lot in that game. They were kind of coming for a little heat when they're calling in the guys that take the field. We'll see what happens here. The ball's at the 34-yard line. Davis will wander back all alone in the return area. And Dodson will take his spot at the 20-yard line to punt this one away for Van Buren. 35-3, Greenwood with 2 timeouts and 1:37, trying to get the mercy rule invoked here at halftime. That's a better snap, and the punt's away. It's another good one. Davis angling towards the sidelines on a bounce from the 25. Has room 30. 35, still on his feet to the 40. Never got tackled, just pushed out of bounds. They'll give him the 41 meet. 1:27.
Plenty of time.
59 yards. Here we go. And this is statement time right here for the Bulldogs. They would love to get this clock running in the second half. Give these boys a breather. Archer breaks huddle. Raggio off to his left side. We'll go twins right, twins left. They work from the right hash. Greenwood in the anthracite gray. Navy blue helmet, navy blue G on a white background. Archer has a snap, rolls left, looking, now throws. Got a man open,
Wow.
Bland caught at the Van Buren 47, and that's where he'll go down 12 yards and a first down.
That was a dart all the way across the field.
Yep, across his body too, Meat. That's
Man.
Tyler Wilson's about the last guy we've seen throw that kind of ball. Now they'll roll right this time. Archer, the golden boy. Underneath, he had Davis on the sidelines, caught at the 36. And that's 12 more yards. Check that, 11. 11 yards, another first down, though. And Greenwood's on the run with 1:04 at the Van Buren 36. They work from the right hash, trips left. Raggio's off to Archer's right. And Kane's got it, looked left quickly, now back right, throws. Davis caught at the 27, maybe the 28. They call a timeout. It's a yard short, so it's 9 yards, and Greenwood burns the timeout. Davis with his 7th catch tonight. 58 seconds, Bulldogs use their second timeout. We're going to stay right here, Coach. 35-3. A field goal gets you in the mercy rule.
Yes, sir.
Right? So,
Yes.
I didn't just thought about that. But we want touchdown.
Oh, yeah, we don't kick field goals.
No. But, it'd be nice to let Franklin. That'd be kind of like a game winner for Franklin, wouldn't it? Let's go down the ball barber.
Yeah, we could always use that as time to practice something. Field goal, touchdown. But we've told plenty of people a story down at Russellville. The guy was down there, the AD was talking about they built their indoor arena big enough to practice field goals, and somebody looked him right in the eye with the other AD standing there and said, "We don't practice field goals in Greenwood. We practice touchdowns."
I may have said that.
That's a true story.
I might have said that to their AD. I think, but he's got that 2016 paint on the side of that thing. It made me mad.
He's got a banner.
They did beat us. 2nd and 2. Here's Archer from the right hash. Looking left, straight drop. Now across the middle, has all day. Underneath, caught Dunbar. Out of bounds at the 22.
Whoa.
That's
Richie.
going to be 6 yards.
Richie, did you teach her to tackle like that?
Hey, that was clean, and she jumped right back up. She's smiling. She's good to go. Everybody,
right.
she's healthy. Didn't break her camera. Everything's good.
Wow.
Golly. I don't know if do we know who that is? I haven't seen the photographer down there.
The bad thing was she's got a really, really big buddy here that was way off the track by the time that happened. He was gone.
He's a veteran.
6-yard catch, first down for Greenwood at the 22. That's Hosley in motion right to left. Archer to throw. Looking for Hosley. Got him. Just a little behind him. Hosley may have looked a little late. 2nd and 10.
Not very many incompletions today.
1, 2, 3, 4 is what I've got him with. Yep, and a couple of them were to Hosley that would have required magnificent catches but could have been caught. Shotgun from the right hash at the 22-yard line. Here's Archer to throw. Rolls left, looks, now back right. Has some running room, and he's going to try at the 15. Shakes him at the 10. He's down to the 7-yard line. That's 15 yards by my math, and a first and goal.
It's just video game stuff.
Well, he couldn't really get his footing. I think he would have scored if he could have got a little better footing there at about the 15.
I tell you, the coach looked at him and said, "Hey, take your time. We got 4 plays."
That's right.
36 seconds. He's got 4 plays.
Yep. 35-3. Boy, the Bulldogs.
We're practicing on running the clock out and scoring.
That's right. Dunbar empties the backfield. Here's Kane Archer to throw. Looking right. Trouble. Now has time. Still surveying. He'll roll out right. Still looking. Goes to the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Is our O-line any good?
They're very good. Fujibayashi anchoring those boys in the middle. He's
how good has he been?
He's got looks from plenty of schools. He'd like to get down there and talking to Henderson a little bit. I think Lyon College maybe a little.
I mean, has there been a bad snap all year?
There hasn't been. He's been very good. And really a 3-year starter. I know he's in and out some in this sophomore year, but
he's really good.
He's fantastic in there. 35-3. Here's Archer on 2nd and goal from the 7. Kane has time. Now pocket collapses. He'll roll out left. Looking, and that's just a little bit too short on the pass. 3rd and goal. That's 3 straight incompletions. What's going on out there?
He burnt 8 seconds, 12 seconds.
20 seconds left. Sure like to get a touchdown here. Obviously, as you've heard and as you know, a field goal can be plenty for a mercy rule, but boy, you'd like to get 7 here. Archer winded a bit. You can see he's down on his haunches. One more. Good it out, my man. Here we go. 3rd and goal to 7. Tried the hard count. Nobody home. And Coach Young wants his last time out. Get them boys one more quick breather. And this is kind of like you talked about a while ago, Richie. Get a play in there that you're confident in. We're in field goal range, obviously. If you don't like it, throw it away. We'll kick the ball.
Well, you just said it, throw it away. I think this almost guarantees a pass.
Yep.
Because a run, we'd have we practice running the kicking team out there. Maybe you run the ball one time and run them out there real quick, see if you get one off.
See what we got, yeah.
But it sure makes things tight,
I mean, go ahead, Richie.
Somebody knows how many seconds we leave on the clock to do exactly that. We practice it every week, so.
That's the fine line there between, do you want to try to give a game situation on running the field goal unit out, or do we hope we never have to use that situation kind of deal? Let's just get this touchdown right here.
He may run it in for the third one.
I think Archer will keep this football.
I think he'll run it
He
in.
looks winded. Everybody on the defense knows he's going to get rid of it. He don't have any energy. We'll see. 3rd and 7. Here we go. Archer to throw. Has time. Stays in the pocket across the middle. Yep. Boom. That is Coop Bland on a crossing route. Great ball from Kane Archer, and his 3rd passing touchdown of the night was a 7-yarder to Cooper Bland, who's caught his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bulldogs firmly inside the mercy rule now. PAT coming is a moot point. It's 41-3. Wyatt Edwards to Cruz Coatney to Landon Franklin's right leg. And it's good. 14 seconds before halftime. And a 7-yard touchdown reception for Coop Bland.
Yeah, Richie's going to get with Coach Young here, and I think he's going to be all smiles. The Bulldogs come out and made a statement this first half.
You want to bet if he talks about taking care of the football better from Archer?
I think he might mention that. He's going to have to work with him. Going to have to work with
There was a lot of good. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Go, baby.
But, there was a lot of good happen on that last play. From the pass was perfect. The reception was great. The offensive line was fantastic. Archer's footwork in the pocket was good. Moved around just a little bit. Everybody doing their job. People ask me what's the difference between y'all and everybody else. So we got 11 guys playing football. Sometimes you may have 8, 3 guys taking a play off.
That's exactly right. That sums up the last 25 years of Greenwood football.
Cerebral, yeah. Well, remember Champ Davis's first down here on the 14?
Yep.
He didn't have it, but he just said, I'm going to get it.
Yep.
It's the little things like that.
Franklin's got it teed up at the 40. And it's a squib kick.
Yeah, no need to kick it to
him.
And he's going to get it.
Fielded at the 15, and down he goes at the 20. New City with the stop on Torrey Wilford. And we'll see a knee probably here from Van Buren. I mean, you want to go down and try to score and get out of that mercy rule.
Run a play, Coach.
You're just giving up if you don't run a play. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's time to give up, but
I'd throw it to 10.
Yeah, I would too. We got some kind of flea flickered pitch, hook and lateral. I hate to see teams just waste time and wasted. That's one thing I like about Petrino. He'll try to run a play.
They'll run it.
Christenberry's going to give it something, and he's out near the 30. So it's 9 yards. He got out of bounds. No, he didn't. The clock runs. That's halftime. 42-3. Greenwood Bulldogs flexing 6A West muscle here tonight at Smith Robinson Stadium. Halfway to home win 74 in a row. Here's the top dog, Chris Young.
Hey, that's a good half of football, Coach.
Yeah, really good half. I tell you what, both my coordinators did a fantastic job in that first half. Coach Gill defensively. Coach Hogan has made some unbelievable calls. Came through his 4th progression there on that last touchdown. Playing really well right now. Our guys came out fired up this week. They've done a little bit of talking, and we wanted to come out and respond on the field. And I tell you what, I'm proud of our performance, but we got to come out and do the same thing second half. They're a good football team. They're well coached. They're going to make some adjustments, so we got to come out and play a full game.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
84 piece, is that what he's looking for?
You lost.
I can't believe you
got a turnover, Coach.
You need to ask him about Archer's fumble. What's going on?
I wasn't going to bait him on that one.
I love it. Boys, it's fun when you have a good time. Hey, it's Thursday night. I mean, it sounds like bingo at the VFW tomorrow night to me. I don't know.
It's going to seem like tomorrow will be Saturday.
Oh, I've been trying to find the Hogs game. They won't be on. I'll have to be at work in the morning. We don't do many of these on a school night, do we?
No. I don't. Did we ever do it?
We're 1-1 on Thursday. We played Greenbrier out here in 2010 on that game. That was a Fearless Friday game of the week deal. They televised it.
Yeah.
And then we went to Little Rock Parkview one year at War Memorial, 2021 maybe, something like that. Because Catholic played on Friday in there, and we had to go to Parkview, and they beat us down there. They beat us.
What a memory, this guy.
And then we ended up coming back, and we got them in the playoffs, I think, that same year back here at the house. But they were very good that year. And I think that's our only Thursday games that we talked about. We mentioned the Little Rock Christian game. It was just moved forward because of the weather.
4:30 kick.
Yeah, and we got thumped down there. Well, I say thumped, we only lost by 7. Remember Archer's freshman year, he came in and Houston had gotten hurt, I think, and Archer came in and led us back against Big Walker White.
Yep, big boy.
And we almost come back and got him.
I remember Richie said, looks like they've got their tight end playing quarterback.
He was a stud.
When
I
we
think he's
walked
in
in the
Fayetteville
stadium.
now. Did he transfer out to Arkansas?
I don't know.
I think he's coming this way. I don't know. I
Portal.
I know. Yeah. I know it's 42-3 here. The Bulldogs are looking to move into sole possession of first place in the 6A West. We're going to take a timeout, let you enjoy the cheer and band. We'll come back, give you some first half stats, and get you ready for the second half. Greenwood 42, Van Buren 3. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
And now welcome to the field, the GHS dance team.
Come on, move. Here we go. Just a little baby step. Yeah. Just move.
Honey, what in the the world are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to mosey on down to the bank. This gal here is my ticket for that home improvement loan at Farmers.
You know, you don't have to be a farmer to bank at Farmers. Farmers Bank is celebrating 115 years of serving the financial needs of everyone in the River Valley. And Farmers.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With over 30 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Shelter Agent Jason Hill in Greenwood and ask about Shelter's competitive rates.
Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC in Charleston are unloading every week. To see what is arriving next, you can visit hugm.com, HUGGM.com. The Hug family has made car buying an enjoyable experience for over 80 years in their spacious showroom in Charleston. Don't pay too much on your next vehicle. See the Hug team where you don't pay extra dock or prep fees. Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC on Main Street in Charleston. Hometown sales and service since 1937.
I'm Josh with Vision Exteriors. If you're concerned about the storms over the last couple years and the effects they've had on your roof, or the endless maintenance on your siding, or the energy efficiency on your windows, just give us a call or go online, schedule an appointment, and we'll be out there.
And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to sit up all night with a newborn colt and watch it die, then dry his eyes and say, maybe next year. So God made a farmer.
For 4 generations, Johnson Dermatology has proudly cared for the skin and the spirit of Greenwood. Supporting Greenwood High School and the community isn't just tradition, it's who we are. At Johnson Dermatology, we're dedicated to efficient, quality, compassionate care centered around you. We believe in giving back with our time, resources, and commitment to the place we call home. Johnson Dermatology, caring for Greenwood generation after generation.
Is what
we welcome you back to Smith Robinson Stadium. Greenwood Van Buren 6A West Conference Showdown, and the Bulldogs flexing muscle here 42-3 at half, and it is my pleasure to be joined by one of your favorite media personalities in Northwest Arkansas, Alyssa Orange, who did get taken down earlier.
That was me. That was my welcome to Greenwood. This is my first time down here.
Wow, really?
To take in, yes, first time to take in a game, and they take me out at the knee. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Well, I mean, just so you know, we had Tyler Wilson down here for a while. We had the Morgan brothers, just some people you might.
I've heard of those guys. I think they've got a reputation.
Oh, but
yeah.
Anyway, so far, what's your thoughts on this Bulldogs defense?
It's been a really dominant performance from Greenwood, and I think when I came into this one, especially the way that Van Buren played defense last week against Southside, right, where they only had an offensive touchdown with 36 seconds left. They had 3 interceptions. One was a pick six. I thought that maybe defensively Van Buren would be a little bit more trouble than they have been, but that just is a testament, obviously, to Kane Archer and what he's capable of doing and the weapons around him. And then I think defensively, Van Buren really hasn't been able to get in any kind of rhythm because of what that defense is doing disruptively. Getting into the backfield has been really big for this defense, and it's been impressive to watch for the first half.
We haven't seen Coach Gill dial up this much pressure all year, and I think they've made a concerted effort. The Riggs kid is their go-to guy at receiver. He holds all the school records at Van Buren. Just keep somebody on him and go get the quarterback. It's been kind of our strategy, and it's worked pretty well so far.
It really has, and it's also really just been impressive to see Kane be a leader on the sideline too. Yeah. And again, this is my first time down here, and you hear about it and people talk about it, but the way that he's talking, even the way that he had the composure, the way that he held himself after the after the fumble, comes back to the sidelines, is continuing to talk to his teammates. He goes back out there and he scores a touchdown. And his composure and his leadership is very evident on the sidelines.
Over 100 passing touchdowns in his career. He's got one more for 50 rushing. That's never been done before in Arkansas for sure. He's just a fantastic football player. It's amazing.
He is very special, and I think a lot of people looked at this game now that we have this game and 2 more left of the regular season. Again, the biggest question coming in is Greenwood a team that someone can take down in this losing or winning streak? Yeah. And I talked to Kane before the season, and he said, we're a different Greenwood team than we have been in the past, and we're going to have some adversity, and they did early on, and we're going to have to battle through that. And for them to be playing the way that they're playing right now, I don't know if there is a team this regular season who's going to be able to stop what they're doing right now.
I talked to Kane before the game. In 2013, we had won 50 straight games overall. Pine Bluff came in the semifinals and caught us with our hand in the cookie jar and beat us that night. And I told him, I said, don't be complacent. They're not going to roll over. They're coming here to play and win a football game. And it turns out that they brought their A-game, Greenwood did, and it's been fun to watch.
They have, and you have to also look at a Van Buren team who's been rolling right now. I mean, I got to talk to head coach Mo Henry last week, and this is a team that started 3-0 in conference play for the first time since 1999. Then they win that game against Southside, so it's a 4-0 start for the first time since 1996. And so they've got their own motivation over there. They had enough motivation on their own, and then you play Greenwood to come over here and try to see if they can play spoiler. But Greenwood's been able to take care of business.
Varsity vibes. Let's talk about it.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's been a fun adventure. I got the phone call to help host and start this platform, and the vision is to go deeper than any other source was with high school sports coverage. And for high school football, we've really been able to tap into the behind-the-scenes stuff, the all-access stuff, being able to have interviews with coaches and players on a daily podcast that I host Monday through Friday. And social media is so huge right now. The kids love it, right? But we're also giving a lot of information and a lot of content to parents and stuff. So it's been really fun. There's a newsletter at varsityvibearkansas.com that you can sign up, get in your inbox twice a week. And then we've got the podcast Monday through Friday, as well as our social platforms. So it's been really fun. You know me. I covered the Razorbacks for 12 years, and it was a blast. This is a brand new territory for me, but, man, it's been really fun to dive in.
So it's just going to be mainly high school or
Mainly high school,
Okay.
all varsity vibe.
That's
So it's all high school. I was in Fayetteville yesterday covering the Bentonville-Fayetteville volleyball game. I'll be helping do color and play-by-play for the volleyball state title games on November 1st.
Nice.
It's been a lot of fun. So deep diving into this has been one of my projects.
Well, I'm an ex-Twitter guy, whatever you want to call it. So
Sure.
you ever need any info on Greenwood or whatever?
Oh, I follow you
Yeah,
already.
absolutely. And
We're friends. We've been friends for a long time.
That's
We're just meeting in person for the first time.
Yes, ma'am. And certainly appreciate what you're doing. Obviously,
Thank
we're high
you.
school sports guys, and we'll be looking forward to tuning into the podcast and whatever information. Are you just on X or you got a Facebook?
No, so Facebook, X, Instagram,
Yep.
TikTok.
Nice.
Again, our YouTube channel is the video version of our podcast. We had Coach Young earlier this week, and we've had Kane multiple times, and so we'll be following along. As long as they're still playing football, we'll still be talking about it.
And he's a fun interview, Kane.
He is impressive,
Yeah.
absolutely. We had a lot of fun. He's great with me. It was cool, actually, when I talked to him before the season started. He had just gotten home, and he got a letter in the mail from Mackenzie Milton. And he opened it up and he read it to me while I was doing the interview. I was like, open it up.
Wow.
What does it say? And it was just like, hey, Cone, or hey, Kane,
Yeah.
go get him. Have a great season. We're cheering for, Mackenzie Milton. And that was really cool for him to share that moment with me and read that with me. But also it really just showed exactly why UCF and wanting to go play for the Knights, that relationship he's built with Mackenzie Milton, who has an amazing story on his own, by the way.
Okay.
If you don't know Mackenzie Milton's story, it's pretty incredible. And that was really cool to share. So really, really special kid, an impressive kid, and has a huge career ahead of him.
Yes, ma'am. Listen, I certainly appreciate it. Great
Thank
meeting
you.
you the first time.
You too.
VarsityVibes.com.
VarsityVibeArkansas.com.
Okay.
Yes.
Y'all go check it out. Subscribe,
Thank you.
tune in, picking up on all the podcasts, the TikTokers. I'm just a Twitter guy, but everybody else does all the other
Yeah,
stuff. so.
do it all. We're all there. We've got some all access stuff, and it's really, really fun content to be a part of.
Well, welcome to Greenwood.
Thank you
and,
so much.
make
No, it's
yourself
been
at home.
wonderful
Yes,
here.
ma'am.
You
Yes,
fed
ma'am.
me well, so
Right.
that's the perk here.
Yes, Coach Amy Hardy's in charge of all that, our junior high girls coach, so you can give her a high five on the way
I
out.
will.
Alyssa Orange, appreciate it.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, I do want to let you guys know.
Yep.
My knees are fine.
She's perfectly
I promise
healthy.
you.
Yes.
I am still walking. I will not need crutches. I am doing okay. So you tell that young man that took me out that I am doing just fine.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate it. We
Thanks,
will.
guys.
Alyssa Orange, everybody. We'll be back with the second half. It's Greenwood and Van Buren, 42-3 Bulldogs. You're listening to Greenwood High School football. Over 22 years, Lumber One, locally owned and operated, servicing the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas commercial and residential building supplies. From lumber to windows, roofing, and a door shop for all your exterior and interior doors. They've got trim, hardware, and more. Whether you're a builder, remodeler, or do-it-yourself, Lumber One has got what you need. Lumber One, located off Industrial Park Road in Van Buren, where service still matters. Lumber One says, go Bulldogs.
At Randall Ford, we believe in more than just selling cars. We're committed to driving our community forward. For over a century, we've been here, supporting local businesses, sponsoring youth events, and giving back to the place we call home. Because we're more than a Ford dealership. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your biggest fans. From hometown parades to Friday night lights, we're proud to be part of those moments. Randall Ford, we are the River Valley.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With over 30 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Back at Smith Robinson. Yes, sir. Tim and Terry, Kevin Jones, and Ball Barber. And Alyssa said she did play-by-play?
That's right.
I thought she said she did color.
No, she did play-by-play and color.
Oh, okay. She's doing the volleyball championship games. I guess maybe for AETN or something. Yeah, Arkansas, Varsity Vibes Arkansas.com. Y'all go check it out. Appreciate it, Alyssa. You've seen her on the TV for many, many years, and she's branching off into doing some high school stuff, so that should be fun. We're about ready to go here. First half numbers, 17 to 23, 286 passing for Kane Archer, 3 touchdowns. Rushing the ball, 7 carries, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. Coop Bland, 7 catches, 145, 2 touchdowns, including the 86-yarder. And Champ Davis, 8 catches, 122 and a touchdown. Hostley with an 8-yard reception, Dunbar with an 11-yarder. Here we go.
Just another day at the office.
Right. Kicks up and away, and it's hammered into the end zone.
Golly.
For Van Buren. That's a Derek Kelly. That guy's got a cannon for a leg. Man, their kicking game's been magnificent. Well, here come the Bulldogs. Archer back out. You know, we talked about when you pull them, you always give them that first half +1. And that looks like what we're going to do tonight. Starters are still in. 35-0 Mountain home over Lake Hamlin. Bill Ginger's Johnny on the spot. Archer to throw. In the flat, it's caught by Hostley at the 25 to 30, 35 to the 36, and that's 16 yards. Hostley's second catch, now 24 yards. First down at the 36. Archer to throw. Again in the flat, this time it's Hostley. He got to the 39. They'll give him 3 more yards.
Has Rennick caught a ball?
He has not.
I think it's time. Let's throw him one out there.
Second down and 7. Hostley in motion. They try Raggio. Up the gut, carrying a defender to the 44. That's 5 yards on the ground for Raggio. That's his 5th carry. He had 25 yards rushing in the first half. I beg your pardon, 22. Now he's got 27. 3rd and 2. That's Brewer in motion. Braden Brewer. And Archer's going to keep it this time. First down midfield. Cuts outside to the 45. Far sideline and steps out of bounds to the 35-yard line. That's 21 yards and a first down. That puts him over 100 yards rushing at 116. Clock on the run. We're in the mercy rule at 42-3, up 30 points. They got us tuned in Buffalo, New York. Appreciate it, class of 95. The Angry Bananas at it again. Archer directs traffic. Has Davis come back, couldn't connect with him. Champ was on the run to the end zone. Archer said, come on back here and get this, and try to throw a little kind of a long comeback route, if you will.
Long comeback, that's it.
Jaden Mills out there at receiver, right here, 83, bottom of your screen, with Braden Brewer. Shotgun for Archer. He puts Riddick in motion to the left side. Here comes a slant. Brewer's got it caught, and he tiptoes near the first down. Looks like it's going to be 9 yards. Dunbar comes in. Brewer's first catch of the night. Dunbar checking in. Archer still in there. 3rd and 1. Hard count. Nobody moved. Dunbar gets the call. He's got a first down, step through at the 25. He'll bull his way to the 22, and that's it. But it's 4 yards, and that's a first down. Dunbar's 3rd carry, 9 yards. One of them was a 1-yard touchdown score. First and 10 at the 23. Kane Archer. He is again to Dunbar. Getting behind that offensive line, right in behind Hal Davis. Scampers his way down to the 17. That's 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Greenwood's offensive line has dominated the line of scrimmage tonight. Still doing it.
They may have gave him 6. Yeah, 2nd and 4 for Dunbar.
Carnes checked in.
Ty Carnes checked in. He's number 11 tonight. Or rather 12, I beg your pardon. No, what is he, 11? Let me get this.
Oh, look at Dunbar.
He's 11.
Dunbar breaking tackles while we're wondering. Mario says, watch this. 17 yards to the house, baby. Mario Dunbar. Put one more on there. Match your jersey number. 17-yard rush.
We're looking at the rosters and look up, and
Yeah.
he's running in the end zone.
Fantastic. And that'll be all for the varsity guys. A beautiful drive to open up the second half. Edwards, Coatney, the kick from Franklin, right down the middle. 49-3. And with 8 minutes, we'll call it, left in the third quarter, a 17-yard run for Mario Dunbar, his second touchdown of the night. And we'll stay right here.
Archer with 2, Dunbar with 2. Bland and Davis each have 1.
Bland's got 2.
Oh, Bland has 2. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
He had a late 7-yarder.
That's correct.
Whew.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possessions and 7 touchdowns. I think the only way that this offense gets stopped is they stop themselves.
14-7, Bentonville over Rogers.
That's been that score forever.
Boy, Coach Gill does it all. We got a little firecracker down here fixing to burn a hole in there. He's after Johnny on the spot, putting it out.
A firecracker?
An
Well,
ember?
yeah. It come down on the field.
Oh, from the
Fireworks.
Gotcha.
He's on the defensive right there.
Right? We have to get him on fire. The fire brigade. I know a guy.
I know a
the
guy.
chief down there. The kick's up and away from Franklin. It's going to be Wilford who'll let it bound into the end zone. And the clock running is 49-3.
Yeah, I think that was the highlight of their first half, is that long kickoff return that ended up in a field goal, right? They ran it to our 40.
Was that the field goal drive?
I think so. They started on our 40.
Yeah, I think you may be right on that. Clock running, we're under 6 minutes already. Here's Williford in the shotgun. Christenberry back there with him. This Christenberry kid's a sophomore. I'm telling you, Coach Henry's got things going over there. Just this Bulldog team's fired up tonight. Flannery in there with Hackler and Hudnall. I've said them names over and over and over. Love it. Starting defense still in 2nd and 8. Williford in the shotgun, looking to throw. Underneath, Riggs. There's Thornsberry waiting on him. I'll give you the 25. That's it, 3rd and 5. I mean, that little out route's kind of their bread and butter. I mean, I know he's probably got an out and up off of it, but one guy just make sure you tackle him on the out route and somebody else worry about the up.
Well, if you remember in week 1 after the game, I think your takeaways is our tackling wasn't very good.
Right.
Has that got better?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
And we've mentioned that a few times.
Oh,
Pressure
trouble.
coming. Williford on the run. He'll let loose, and it is in and out of the hands. McDaniel just got close enough, I think, to get a hand in the face of Williford and throw off what was a good eyesight on a pass under duress, and it's punt time.
I'll tell you, the old adage around in old Greenwood for years, decades now, has been attitude and effort. That's the 2 things in life you can control. On that play, we had 3 guys flush him out of the pocket. All 3 guys went for the dive. You know, they didn't leave anything to chance. I might get him.
Yep.
And love it. Love the effort.
24-7, Bentonville and Rogers. Bentonville on top late in the 3rd. Good punt again. Sweet Moses, what a punt. Davis, fair catch at the 33.
Cruz Coatney.
Yep. Looks like we'll stay with all of the starters up front in the offensive line. A new receiving core for the most part. I see Lawson Leith down here at the bottom with Brewer in the slot. Raggio still back in there. This is Cruz Coatney at quarterback. Yes, the son of Brooks Coatney. Cruz, pump face, wants to throw. Caught. Oh, dropped. He had Hostley there. Dropped that one. Who is that other receiver up there with him?
It's Rennick.
Okay, it is Rennick. All right. So they're both still in there. Buren Leith at the bottom. Here's shotgun for Cody on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Cruz pump fakes, now rolls left. Underneath, it's caught by Rennick. There you go. Finally got him his first catch. And it is a 5-yard pickup for Rennick. 6th Bulldog to catch a football tonight. 3rd and a long 4. Coatney tried the hard count. They held their ground, though, defensively. .15 on the play clock, plenty of time. Brewer, a little stutter step motion right to left. Here's Coatney to throw. Looking for Leith. Nice catch. Chains move.
Wow.
Lawson Leith with a nice route, 7 yards. And the chains move. That's big. Lawson Leith, a sophomore. That's how you do it. That's how you get varsity time, more minutes. First down at the 45. Coatney still wanting to throw. Leith again. Can he break through? He does. Midfield, and it's 5 more yards.
Pitch and catch. Pitch and catch.
Told Coatney after the Lake Hamilton game last week, hey, buddy, you were 7 for 7, 50 yards. He's like, I tried. That's why I just told my dad I was perfect. Brooks smiled. 3 for 4 so far tonight. Here's 2nd and 5. Coatney to throw. And that one hit Carnes on the helmet. He was tripped up, and it fell, and Coatney threw a rocket right to where he was hoping to be. It bounced off his helmet, nearly picked off. It's 3rd and 5. This is Ty Carnes. He's a freshman. If it sounds familiar, it's because it is. It's Grant's little brother, number 11 there.
The opposing teams are like, oh, no, not another one.
Twins right, twins left from the right hash. Dunbar empties the backfield. It's 3rd and 5. Coatney, he can run too, by the way. Cruz can. Looking, he's got Leith. What a catch from Leith. He went down and got it 30. 25 to the 20. 15 down to the 14-yard line. Oh, baby. What a catch from Lawson Leith.
I hear the Leaf kid's been killing them down at JVs. Like their go-to guy. I hear he's having a great year.
36 yards. And, Coach talked about him, I believe, in a pregame show a couple of weeks ago. Sophomore. Beautiful. First down at the 14. Went down and got it down at his ankles. Here's Dunbar dead ahead. Looking for room near the 10. He'll bull his way to the 9. That's 5 yards for Dunbar. Bulldogs marching down the field, 25 seconds. And they're going to let the quarter run out. 49-3. Greenwood, in a battle for conference supremacy, has flexed their muscle. The back-to-back state champs looking for one more win to push it to 74 straight at home. 34 overall. What's 26 and 8? 34?
Yeah, 34.
Yeah, fantastic. That's the quarter. 49-3. Quick timeout. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
Over 22 years, Lumber One, locally owned and operated, servicing the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas commercial and residential building supplies. From lumber to windows, roofing, and a door shop for all your exterior and interior doors. They've got trim, hardware, and more. Whether you're a builder, remodeler, or do-it-yourself, Lumber One has got what you need. Lumber One, located off Industrial Park Road in Van Buren, where service still matters. Lumber One says, go Bulldogs.
For 4 generations, Johnson Dermatology has proudly cared for the skin and the spirit of Greenwood. Supporting Greenwood High School and the community isn't just tradition, it's who we are. At Johnson Dermatology, we're dedicated to efficient, quality, compassionate care centered around you. We believe in giving back with our time, resources, and commitment to the place we call home. Johnson Dermatology, caring for Greenwood generation after generation.
We welcome you back to Smith Robinson Stadium. Beautiful downtown Greenwood, Arkansas, and the Bulldogs on their way to 8-0. this 2025 season, 49-3 over Van Buren. This game was getting a lot of attention beforehand, and Bulldogs have certainly let everybody know that they're standing on business here tonight at home. Coatney in the shotgun on 2nd down and 5 from the Van Buren 9. They've swapped ends. Coatney in the flat. Caught by Raggio. Makes a man miss. Looking for pay dirt. Couldn't quite get there, but it's a 1st and goal. Down at the 1-yard line. 8 yards. And Raggio's first reception of the night.
That was a great throw. How many times did you see that ball slightly throw behind a guy or a little lob out there too slow? Let guys get out there. Good ball.
1st and goal to just inside the 2. And Raggio gets the call, and he's in. Touchdown. Oh, baby. 11:25. And a 2-yard run for the senior. I like that, getting Raggio another touchdown here as he winds down his career at Smith Robinson. Certainly have 2 more games here, including senior night next week as the Southside Mavericks come to town, and then a first-round playoff game on down the line. PAT's on the way.
Good.
Now, wait a minute.
56. 8-play drive, 67 yards.
Casanova kid, the new field goal kicker on that one, did a good job.
Was that him?
That wasn't Franklin?
That's not who. No, but that's not who I have on my roster as 29. But I thought it was Casanova. He's number 10 on my roster, but we're going to go with. I'll change it to 29. All right, 56-3. Clock running. 10:20 to go.
Quick shout out to Buddy Duke down in Gadsden, Alabama, and Shane Sosby down in Jacksonville, Florida. They're weekly viewers of the Bulldog Nation. Appreciate them.
Let's see. I've got a trivia question I need to give y'all. It kicks up and down at the 26. The up back caught it there, Carter Kelly, but he was on a knee. Let's see if I can give you a trivia question. 2000 title game, Greenwood defense had 5 turnovers, 4 interceptions, and a fumble recovery en route to a 30-2 victory over Hope. All 5 turnovers were made by different people. Who were they?
Whoa.
4 interceptions and a fumble recovery. 5 different people.
It was Coach Peacock.
Yep, the 2000 state title, our first title.
And
a couple of them should be super easy.
The left-handed quarterback.
Yeah, Anthony Hancock.
Trying to get my ears right.
Defensive guys. There's a big stop. Stevens coming and plugging the hole.
Man.
No doubt. Colton Lacey in there as well. That was Christenberry trying to get after it. This is all backups now on defense. Flannery's in there. McGinnister. Saw McGinnister have a big touchdown run the other night again in the JV game. Not Bell. He did not have any interceptions or recover a fumble. Good guess, though. There's Riggs. Nope. That's Kelly with the catch. Got him back in front of the chains. It's still 3rd and 9. Malachi Willis over here at a quarterback spot. He had a good game the other night. Kyston Quick in there. See New City getting some more love back there. I think that's Rodney Worth, too. To throw. Pressure comes. Unloading. It is nearly picked off. There was 2 pointers in the area, including Riggs and Christenberry. Big heat coming on Williford. He's wanting to go for it here on 4th and 9. Clock running, and they may just do that.
Why not?
No,
Nope.
Looks like they're going to kick it.
Showcase that punter again. Let's see what he does here.
I'm telling you, give this guy some more game film for his huddle highlight reel.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is his 7th punt. I don't know what his average is, but it's big.
Well, we had one of the interceptions, right? Tony Griffith got it. Brackney was one of the interceptions for sure. Nobody back deep. And he gets a Van Buren bounce inside the 20. Inside the 25, down to the 21. Southside comes to town next Friday night, scheduled for Friday. Hopefully the weather cooperates. Hopefully the weather comes in tomorrow, so this wouldn't be all for naught. It's thrown my whole week off. But
I'm going to put another one in the books.
Yeah.
Another victory.
74 in a row here at home. Just a magical place, Smith Robinson. 56-3. All right. I see Robert Worth out there at a lineman spot. Ethan Shoemate. He's a center, I believe. Coatney still at quarterback. 6:15 to go. And they give to Little up in a nice run for Drake Little. 7 yards. Matthew Craven in there at lineman spot as well at left guard. Try to get the right side of that line for you as they break huddle. Clock running, 5:40 to go. Mountain home in 2 weeks, up their place to week 10. That should be a fun trip. Coatney got it. Little again, across the 30. Boy, he runs north and south. That chains will move. They give him 5 more yards. They're both in the 70s, that right side. I'll try to get Richie.
55, Sebastian Fernandez, you got him?
I haven't got him. What number was
that?
that?
Did I see 55 out there? Maybe not.
65 and 56 and 63.
63.
Yeah, we got them.
I have to teach these backups to
Yeah,
turn
you
their
gotta
back
face
to the
press
box.
box.
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
know.
guys. First down.
When you get
Greenwood at the 34. Coatney, he's got it. Again, gives a Little. Good run across the 40. Still on his feet to the 42. 8 yards.
A little spunk in his feet there, man.
And they're running behind that right side. I want to give them guys some credit.
I know it. Looking down there at Bray Cook, he's a large man.
He's big, yeah. 71, got one of them. That's Ethan Kelly. He's at right tackle. I need the number at right guard, Richie, if you can help me. 2nd and 2. 4 minutes left. Bulldogs in command. Again, Little gets the call. He got a yard. I think that's it.
It's going to be close.
Is that 58?
72, I think it is. That's Jacob Wright. Yeah, I got the center and the left side. I needed Jacob.
72 is correct.
Yep, Jacob Wright. Good.
6'3", 280 junior.
Sweet Moses. They gave him 2 yards and a first down. Why not? He was nowhere close to a first down.
56-3.
Those Bulldogs get all the calls at home.
They do. Another example of it right there. You wasn't even close.
Oh, first down at the 44.
The officials are ready to get out of here, too.
All right, yeah. We want to see the crowd get fired up on a 3rd and short.
I thought we'd get it done before 9 o'clock. We're not going to make it.
No,
it's going to be close.
Not going to make it. 3:06, play clock down to 13. They break huddle. Little still in there at running back. First down at the 44. Coatney. He's got it around the horn. I think that's Rhett Holloway, actually,
Man.
21. And he's got 11 yards and a first down.
Running hard.
Yeah, Rhett Holloway. Good run there for Rhett. 5'8", 150, a junior. High five. And McGinnister's in now. See, they brought Terry in the JV the other night, and they gave him a little end around. He went to the house about, 40-something yards.
So is he a receiver or running back?
Well, he was at running back the other night. I think that's where they're going to put him right here. Let's see what happens. J.C. McMillan in a receiver spot there, number 82. He got an interception Monday night.
Yep, there he is.
Yep. First down and 10 at the Van Buren 45. Coatney in the backfield. Gives to McGinnister, trying his side. It was this play. Can he get the corner? Looking for room, and he's got the 42. So it's 3 yards. Minute 40. Clock running in the mercy rule. Coatney runs to the sidelines. He's got to play. He'll jog it in and tell the boys just take our time. I want to go to the end zone and work on my passing a little bit, but don't feel like a fight here tonight at Smith Robinson. Like stealing a base up 19-3. Carnes in a little motion. McGinnister keeps it. He breaks the first tackle. A stiff arm. He'll get 1 yard. That's it as he gets rode out of bounds.
He earned the whole yard on that one. Some lookout blocks there. Look out, here he comes.
1 minute left in this one.
Run one more play.
Bulldogs 8-0. Coach Young claps all around to his crew. Assistant coaches, players on the sidelines. This has been a fun one tonight. It's an attention getter. Buffkin was in there, Tommy, for sure. Had an interception.
Oh, look out.
There's McGinnister around the right end to the 30, out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 12 yards.
There's your
game. That will do it. Shake hands, boys. 56-3. Greenwood going to win their 74th game in a row here in the friendly confines of Smith Robinson Stadium. It's their 34th overall. And they now sit alone atop the 6A West at 5-0 and 8-0 overall on the season.
I think they came out early and often and set the stage, and the complexion of this game didn't change.
That's fact.
I like that.
We're going to take a timeout. We will burn some, pay some bills, and come back get with the top dog, Coach Chris Young, and we'll give you some post-game stats after this quick break. You're listening to Greenwood High School football.
At Randall Ford, we believe in more than just selling cars. We're committed to driving our community forward. For over a century, we've been here, supporting local businesses, sponsoring youth events, and giving back to the place we call home. Because we're more than a Ford dealership. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your biggest fans. From hometown parades to Friday night lights, we're proud to be part of those moments. Randall Ford, we are the River Valley.
For 4 generations, Johnson Dermatology has proudly cared for the skin and the spirit of Greenwood. Supporting Greenwood High School and the community isn't just tradition, it's who we are. At Johnson Dermatology, we're dedicated to efficient, quality, compassionate care centered around you. We believe in giving back with our time, resources, and commitment to the place we call home. Johnson Dermatology, caring for Greenwood generation after generation.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Shelter Agent Jason Hill in Greenwood and ask about Shelter's competitive rates.
We welcome you back to Smith Robinson Stadium. Greenwood wins 56-3 over the Van Buren Pointers and take a sole lead in the 6A West. Juliet Hurt wanting to shout out. Got you, baby. Thank you for listening. Bulldogs have broke huddle. We'll go down to the field, and the top dog is with the bald barber.
Hey, Coach, good win tonight.
Yeah, really proud of our guys. I tell you what, our preparation was awesome this week. We felt a little bit disrespected. You know, I have great respect for Coach Henry. Great man, does a great job. Their program's won 4 in a row, but there was some noise outside of their program talking about our team, and I felt like our kids responded the right way. We didn't talk. We didn't tell them what we were going to do. We went and did it. So just a complete game, both sides of the ball. Got out healthy, which is big too. But it's just a great win. How about our community? You know, move the game to Thursday night for them so they can have a great environment, a great night. Our band, our cheer and dance, and they show up like always. And, man, it's great to be a Bulldog.
It sure is. I've said that for a couple of generations now. Hey, how about this defense coming of age?
Yeah, doing great. I tell you what, they prepared. You know, when we made the change, we started 6 a.m. practice, and every kid, every trainer, every manager on our football team showed up on time for 6 a.m. practice on Wednesday. And their attitude was great when they came on the field, and I talked to Coach Gill and Coach Hogan, and I knew it was going to be a special night. When you have that kind of attitude at 6 o'clock in the morning football practice, you know you got a special group. So we just got to continue to improve. Took a huge step tonight, a complete ball game, and really, really proud.
Hey, thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
Fantastic work right there. Fantastic work.
Mr. Meeker.
Yes, beautiful. Love it. Well, let's see. I got Mr. Archer, 20 of 27, 314 yards, 3 touchdowns. He did have one little fumble. That was passing. Rushing the ball, 116 on 8 carries, 2 touchdowns. So he's 1 rushing touchdown away from 50 career.
50. 100 throwing and 50 running.
Unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
Coop Bland caught 7 footballs tonight for 145 yards, including an 86-yarder that he outran the whole masses and took it all the way to the south end zone. 8 catches for Champ Davis, 122 yards. He had a nice 39-yard touchdown. And that's the 4th score we've seen on that. Whatever that wiggle is on that play, somebody it looks like a modified wheel route of some sort. And we saw it 3 times last week and once tonight. So another big night for Champ Davis. Hostley caught 3 balls for 27 yards. Rennick had 1 for 5. Brewer had 1 for 9. Dunbar 1 for 11. And then you had Lawson Leith came in late. He caught 3 footballs for 48 yards, including a nice little ankle shoestringer there.
Yes, sir.
That was fantastic. And then Raggio caught 1 for 8 yards. Rushing the football, 2 touchdowns on the ground for Dunbar. Let's see, that is 37 yards on 6 carries, but 2 touchdowns for Dunbar. Raggio ran it 6 times for 29 yards. It's kind of been running back by committee. You know, Archer's been doing a lot of the legwork, obviously scrambling, and he ends up being your leading rusher. But you see 4 or 5 different Bulldogs rushing the football, including, you know, Little's been nice in cleanup duty as well. McGinnister tonight had 3 carries for 15. That is Rhett Holloway had 1 for 11. Little carried 4 times for 22 yards. Well, they scored early, they scored often. And the Bulldogs put it on Van Buren tonight and let everybody know who's in charge here in the 6A West. Appreciate everybody that texted us in. Again, I want to say hello to Juliet Hurt for tuning in. I'm going to give you the answer to the trivia question. I threw it out there late, too, and it's my bad. 5 turnovers in the state title game in 2000. 4 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery. The interceptions, Tommy Buffkin, I didn't know he could catch. Brackney, who had about 50 picks in his career. Heath Spence. Ryan J. had a pick. And the fumble recovery was Dustin Fry. So those were our 5 turnovers in that 2000 title game.
30-2.
30-2.
Over Hope.
Over Hope, and a lot of the guys will be getting mad. I think the fumble recovery that we got was right there at the goal line, which inevitably caused us that safety. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but anyway, it probably would have turned into a touchdown if he hadn't got it, so there's that.
Yep.
Boys, we'll do it again. Brandon Brewer was in charge
Yes,
tonight.
sir.
All complaints filed to the athletic director's office tomorrow. If you didn't like anything about the broadcast, call Coach Chris Young at his office tomorrow and tell him that Brewer did a pretty good job.
He did fantastic. We
But
knew he
anyway,
would.
we certainly appreciate all of our camera crew tonight. I'll try to give double shout-outs next week to all the kids and on the graphics tonight. Appreciate everybody helping out and getting us on the air. It's an awesome night and such a spectacle to be in. We're so fortunate to be a part of this, guys. We're the 3 luckiest guys in the world.
That's a fact.
Getting to watch these Bulldogs play every Friday and or Thursday night. 56-3 is your final, guys. Southside next week. Look forward to hopefully there might be a little more trash talking going on. You
Let's
don't
hope
think
so.
School, no, you don't think so?
No.
They're not going to be
Silence.
They'll be quiet. Well, another team that's got plenty of bad blood between the kids, and it's got some good hatred, it's good rivalry. And so some guys we played a lot in the past bailed out of our schedule and just got back on. So looking forward to playing these guys again. Yeah, that's right. It's for the Sebastian County title. At the mall. That's exactly right. Richie said we get to wear Letterman jackets so we can sweep the county trophy.
Again?
So Friday night, right now we're scheduled for Friday night next week. 7 o'clock, we'll be on the air at 6:30. We'll have the pregame coaches show. It'll be senior night, so look forward to lots of pomp and circumstance here at Smith Robinson as the Southside Mavericks come to town. Greenwood will be looking for their 75th straight home win. Couldn't happen to a nicer group. Hopefully we can get it next week. And Bulldogs have won 34 straight overall, 8-0 on the season, and wrapped up, I guess, the playoff berth for sure now, and a home field playoff game for sure.
I'm sure.
All right, we'll call it a night here from Smith Robinson. Again, thanks to Coach Brandon Brewer for engineering and directing tonight's broadcast. I am Tim Terry saying so long for the Ball Barber and Kevin Jones. Hope you enjoyed Thursday night football, Greenwood style, 56-3 over the Van Buren Pointers. And we'll see you next Friday against Southside. I'm heading down to the square to do a little peacocking. You've been listening to Greenwood High School Football.